walking slow. Sensitive, feel the afterglow. Looking for things that I can't control. Fear from my past, cause it always shows. Do I wanna try? Can I let it go? Running from the past, wanting to be sure. Chaos in my mind, constant deja vu. But every time, it comes back to you. Whoa, I'm still falling. Whoa, but it tastes bittersweet. Whoa, I keep on falling. Whoa, I like the taste of it.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you boys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back, boys. Welcome back for another wonderful, beautiful live stream, boys. Yo, David Davis. Can we get a big old hashtag for your boy, David Davis, my man? Thank you so much. We appreciate you, my guy. Thank you so much for being a member yet again. I see that the icon is not a slice and dice. It's a big old true bearing buff, which I actually marked it as slice and dice was weaker because I put it lesser than the true bearing originally. But honestly, nowadays, like with me using slice and dice regularly, they're pretty even. I might have to reorganize those. But my man, thanks so much for being a member yet again, boys. How are y'all doing? Hopefully everybody is having a wonderful, beautiful day. Dude, I've been holding in this P for a while. I honestly was just trying to get the stream up and running. So let me go alleviate myself, and then we'll get the streams, the duels back up and running, back over on the NA. Boys, having some fun. It's been a bit since we've done some actual NA duels. Actually, no, last time we did some NA duels. This is gonna be pretty freaking sweet. We're back in business, baby. This is good. I'm just a little bit behind on the video with the Hellcat. That is Mayu. You guys are gonna start hate him. Cause he did a couple of games yesterday. Literally every single one. I don't know why Jesus was like, you know what? I'm gonna let you play. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you play first. Why? There's no way that man is so lucky to be able to go first as many times as he did, let alone second. Like, that's just criminal. That's just too good of luck. That guy better go buy a lottery ticket. I love Mayu. Don't get me wrong. I love Mayu. Where's my vid? Derma, hold up, dude. We did how many? Did 10 duels yesterday? That's a lot of footage to go through, my guy. How y'all doing, though? Welcome back for another beautiful, wonderful stream, boys. Yeah, Dharma, I'm gonna need to cut it, dude. I'm gonna need to cut your vid up a bit, because there was moments where we were just like, fucking, where's this rogue at? This rogue, man, where is he? I'm not saying nothing bad. I'm just saying that Jesus didn't decide who got the highest roll every time. Jesus didn't decide he got the highest roll, so it was literally just him lucky. There's no way though, dude. I gotta see them rolls, dude. I gotta see what kind of rolls you got, dude. You know what I mean? That's ain't bad about you for the Dermo, but you did go for the resets and put in for the clean games. I'm gonna have to cut up the resets. You know what I mean? All right, let me go use the restroom. Actually, let me hop on the game. I'm gonna go empty my bladder, and then we're gonna go get some duels up and running, boys. It's been a while since the Demon Hunter actually got to spectate some NA duels, dude. That Demon Hunter has been sitting there waiting to spectate them duels for a while now. You know what I mean? That Demon Hunter's been sitting on the back burner for a bit. Just waiting until I'm actually going to get some duels done. Just waiting. You know what I mean? And now, I'll actually be able to use them. And good thing that I have a real Demon Hunter to play the game as well. NA is NA this week. Today is NA. Today's NA. Yesterday was EU. Normally Friday is EU and Saturday is NA. Let's see how many groups we got, man. You know what I mean? Let's see how many groups we got. Here we go. What's up, Martivo? How you doing, my guy? I hope you're having a good one. What's up, Cam? We got us. So, Sam. How you doing, by the way, Sam? Chicago, how you doing, fam? Hope y'all are having a good one. Hope y'all are having a wonderful, beautiful evening. Also, add-ons. Trophy GCD, get it out of here. I added GCD just for a vid yesterday. Here we go. Alrighty, Chicago or whoever got a team, let me know. Write me a PM, DM in real ID. I'm gonna go use the restroom. BRB. Alrighty, boys. There it is, dude. There it is. 2 out of 5 alliance. We have time. We have time to see if we can make some groups over on the NA. It's probably also the worst time to do some, yeah, probably the worst day to do some duels, by the way. If you're a fan of Asmongold, which I know quite a lot of you guys watch me, you'll watch Asmongold as well. He's trying some Final Fantasy 14 on Twitch. I do want to see how many viewers he's got playing that, though. I do want to see. I'm just mildly interested. Ooh, that's a lot of people. Yeah, first time him trying Final Fantasy 14. Look at it. Cryodrama, whoever that is. Dungeons and Dragons episode 2. No idea, dude. No idea what that means. But yeah. Ah, cool. I feel like that one has been kind of cooking up for a bit. He had 2 or 3 earlier. Dude, that's quite a lot of people. All just to watch him play Final Fantasy, which is like the competitor to WoW. Yeah, I did find it a lot of funny. There's a couple, there's one subreddit that I found that does a lot of like shit posting on FFX stuff, on the Final Fantasy stuff. I don't know how it came to it, dude. I don't know how it came to it. But yeah, I got your pin. Here we go. I don't know how it came to it, but they were basically talking about, oh, WoW came out with a new patch. All right, the season for people making like trying out Final Fantasy videos, those are going to be gone. When's the next season starting? And I'm thinking to myself, like, true. Wait, WoW actually got some content. Wait, are people still going to champion like the cause of the Final Fantasy cause, or are they going to be like, wait, new content? Hold up, that can wait for a bit. Let me dive back deep into WoW for like 3 months, and then maybe we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? Because the seasonal stuff is literally next week. Like, people are going to be balls deep in this content for a bit too. But we'll see. Maybe it did make a dent. We'll see. I've been having a lot of fun with patch 9.1 though. Like, I'm actually playing this thing non-stop, dude. Whether it is doing arenas with a friend of mine, or is it with playing my alts. Chicago got 4 out of 5 alliance, so we need one more group on Horde or alliance to see if we can get ourselves something up and running. Yeah, if you guys want to join the duels for the day, go to Play vs Player Premade Group, Custom PvP, started group, type number 5. Oh, actually, no, don't go to started group. Go to find a group, type number 5, enter, and you'll see 1 Horde, 1 Alliance group, 4, 5, 5, 1v1 Duels, 5, 5, 1v1 Duels by AJ. We got ourselves AJ in here, AJ Graham. We got ourselves the Horde side as well, or Alliance side together with Chicago. From Italy, it was the best spec for duel, ganking, sub or SAS. Sub, I think sub is still really strong. You know what I mean? Come EU, Maya and I got a 1v5. Come on, dude. I gotta give an A boys a chance, man. Dude, do you know how long it's been since I've done an A duels? Do you know how long it's been since I've done some NA duels, dude? Do you know how long it's been, man? It's been a while. It's been a bit. So we're gonna try to have some fun in NA duels today, dude. It's been a while. It's been a good second. So maybe I should tag the champs. Because I don't know if Boom or Seawork would be interested. I'm looking at the champs, and a lot of you guys are EU though, except one. One is NA. Print is also NA. Psyched also NA. Spart also NA. Pelcher? Pelcher's EU. Yeah, Pelcher's EU. Yeah. So we'll see, dude. It's been a bit since we've done some actual NA duels. Last week we were able to get some dumb. Last week we were able to get like 1 or 2 done. It was actually kind of cool. With Chicago, we had Seawork, we had all the boys in there. Let me see. Maybe Night King will want to join. Let me tag champs. Yo, boys. Doing some actual NA duels today. Might need some help with groups. There we go. We'll see if we can get some, dude. We just hit 1 5-man group, dude. Actually, I gotta go, man. I'll be right back. It sounds good, AJ. Sounds good, my guy. Sounds good. Yeah, I wonder if we might be able to maybe make 2 alliance groups instead of like 2 horde groups. Chicago got a 5-man. Yo, Chicago got himself a 5 together. Chicago, is there a possibility to try to see if we can make a 2nd alliance group by any measure? Because horde might be pretty sleeper, but alliance maybe? Maybe there's enough bodies there. Yeah, max renown this week, 42 or 43. So I've heard it both. It looks like it is 42. I did everything I could on my character, and I can only get 42. I need to ask my guildies, but I'm pretty sure it's 42. Possible? Okay, sounds good. Hey, if you want to try to put one together, we got all the time in the world. We can't duel until we have 2 5-man groups, so we'll wait and... Yeah, I want to say it is 42, because that's what my rogue is capped at. And for my rogue, when I hover over the Covenant thing, Renown, like right here, for my Demon Hunter, it says, progress for your Covenant campaign and complete weekly quests for your Covenant to increase renown. You can also gain renown by participating in dungeons, PvP, callings, and killing raid bosses. So my rogue doesn't have that part. My rogue says is, you did everything to unlock your max renown, and I'm at 42. So for me, that's what that says right now. And if you actually look at the numbers, if let's say you're 42 right now, right, if your character is at 42 right now, next week you're gonna get 2 plus 1 for the new quest. Then you're gonna get 2 plus 1 for the new quest. Then 2 plus 1 for the new quest. Then you'll have the this quest. Just wait, is that right? Hold on. So I'm at 40 right now. So you have 2 right now, right? Then you're gonna get 2 next week plus the quest. Then 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 2 next week plus the quest. And that puts you at 60. And then you get 2 at a time, which is I think how it's gonna go by. Getting 2 at a time. Yeah, so that'll be interesting. That'll be pretty interesting. Levy Vids, good job. Yo, thank you so much for coming by, man. Appreciate you, my dude. But yeah, we'll see if we can maybe get a group on Alliance scrounged together. Because I feel like as soon as we get a second group, once we start off the duels, at least on NA, that's usually how it goes, is usually once we get two groups up, usually a group forms towards the end of the stream. Because as it gets picked up on Steam, as we get the actual duels up and running, more people pop in, they see it, they're like, wait, can I join that? And then form a group. Or they try to join in, they're like, wait, I can form a group? Okay. So we just need a two groups of 5 to kick it off. Those are going to be good. Plus, I think majority of the NA boys, it might have been my fault there. Majority of the NA boys are like, oh, Dal stopped doing the NA duels completely. Okay, well, I guess they don't exist anymore. And then we got to kind of start them back up. But yeah. Yeah, the best ganking spec Michaela, I think still sub rogue. A lot of rogues, at least on the rogue Discord, were talking about how sub is going to get nerfed, how you're going to have to play assassination. But playing sub, like, it feels fantastic. It actually feels pretty good. I think it's going to be still really good, especially as a vent tier too. Like, that just adds extra shadow damage on top of your burst. But yesterday I had a guy show me some bursts as a Night Fae as well. And with the crit buff that you get for the Night Fae, it actually is not that terrible. It actually isn't bad at all either. So I feel like all of them have viability. Dalaran versus tanking? What do you mean versus tanking? Like having tanks in duels, or you mean like just tanking in general? I'm not a great tank, I'll tell you that right now. I do have a Demon Hunter that I've leveled by tanking through dungeons, but it's not difficult tanking in dungeons. Like, I take it actual mythic pluses, different story. Yeah, I just don't have that experience as a tank in keys. Like, I have some experience healing, and I kind of understand, like, trading new cooldowns for, like, different boss mechanics or as everybody's low. I feel like I have a pretty easy time DPSing nowadays, because I practice my DPS as much as I can. Like, certain classes have a different, like, a very, very slight, like, oh, some classes are just about burning cooldowns as often as possible. Other classes are about combining everything together in a big felt storm. For me, like, healing and taking are a whole nother story, though. Not something I'm used to whatsoever. Because quite a lot of tanking ends up being, like, what, kiting? Unless you're talking about Dalaran versus tanks in terms of, like, duels. We don't allow tanks usually, mostly because Blizzard doesn't balance them in that regard. Blizzard balances them a little, but very, very little. Like, they're pretty okay, Tanks are pretty okay when it comes to like RBGs, when you need someone to run the flag or hold the orb in cut Mogu. Like a tank is fairly well balanced there. There's a whole team of 10, and tank with the healers can rotate their cooldowns to live. Holding flags, I think it's perfectly fine for tanks to do that as well. But in duels and in arena, like some tanks just offer very, very silly chill kits, and it's just really weird. Like the other day, me and my shaman were running into this warrior paladin team, Prop Pally Fury Warrior, which is a really strong combo. Like Fury Warrior slams right now, but the Prop Pally is basically like a healer, and he doesn't ever have to like cast heals. He just insta casts everything. You know, basically when he has wings, he rolls in on me, tries to do damage. Outside of that, he just presses the hammer, where he has this hammer spawning, which gives him holy power, and just Word of Glory is the Fury Warrior the rest of the time, and sits in Ashen. It is so weird. And then I decided, okay, well, my healer was like, you probably should hit the paladin, the tank. And I'm like, okay, I will do it. And the guy had like 3 bubbles before he even used his own bubble. He had that one, the angel chick that gives like an ally protection with a bubble. Every time I have him locked down a stun, he had it, and I go gouge this thing, but then it's like, now I gotta like use my damage in order to like get him down, but I can't really lock him down ever. So it's super annoying. Taking out those will settle my soul. I don't know. I do know they work. In fact, Vegas 2 plus Vegas was able to 1v1 every class successfully. Well, tanks also, like, tanks win in a battle of attrition, but then it becomes like a real long game, right? Tanks don't do enough damage right now, in my opinion, to like get a burst kill on somebody in a duel. Tanks win with a battle of attrition, and that's not what duels are. Like, I guess they're more interesting when it's like 2 classes that don't have a lot of healing, that are somehow surviving each other just through sheer will, persistence, and crowd control. That's fun. That's a close game. But when a tank is in a duel, does Zach have a group? Trying to get one. 2 out of 5. Yo, Lek, I appreciate you popping in one, man. Appreciate you, dude. Yo, let's start. You know, we have a 5-man with Chicago. Maybe Lek can get a 2 out of 5, make it a 5 out of 5. We can make a group. That'd be cool. Was it just meant to Blood DK for the 8 range attacks they have kind of range? Most are outside of melee range. Blood DK. Ventir for the 8 range attacks they have. Do you have Drain? You have Blood Boil? I guess it's kind of range, but that's... You basically are a melee when you use it. Death Strike? No, that's melee. Marren, melee. Heart Strike, melee. Death and Decay? Like, do you count that? The Big Suck? I mean, I guess it's ranged. Like, putting dots in people, that's not really... I don't know if that does damage. Maybe it does. I don't know. Yeah, tanks, I think, just win for battle of attrition. And, like, a tank is designed for just, like, outliving the enemy. It's not even close, right? That's the problem that I have with tank and duels, is they're not really balanced for PvP in, like, arenas for 1v1s, or really, I think they're balanced at all. I think Blizzard barely touches tanks in general for PvP. I feel like an RBG setting with a 10-man group, like a tank, it just fits. It kind of fits right. It fits fine. But in like a 2v2, 3v3, they're just kind of awkward. And for duels, all they do is just kind of sit there and battle of attrition and outlast the enemy. It's not that they ever burst the enemy down, it's that eventually, over time, the enemy is going to run out of cooldowns and the dampen is going to be high enough where then you can score a kill. If a tank could show me big bursts where they can 100-0 somebody in a single stun, I'm okay with bringing a tank. I'm actually kind of okay with that, because that'd be kind of fun. If somebody got some cheesy going on, that'd be pretty cool. Now it's a huge range. I do dots so close. Lies. Outlast isn't how a range game works, lol. Well, we're talking about a range game for a tank. Like, tanks are not really ranged, really. Range game. What do you mean? Like, actual damage from range? Because I don't think there's anything Blood DK can do that's a hard hitter from range besides Death and Decay, which is not a hard hitter. Blood Bowl, which is kind of basic melee. I guess you could like dot him up with whatever that is. I don't remember the ability name, but it's when you throw your disease on an enemy, which you mostly don't press ever. 5 out of 5 again. Awesome, Chicago. Yo, hopefully Lek will get a 5 out of 5 in there. We'll be good to go, dude. So someone to make another group. Yo, awesome, Chicago, dude. You said Lek? Is that who it was? Or was it Wargrand or somebody, dude? I'm guessing it was Lek, maybe. What's up? I'm Machado, my man. Hope you're having a good one. Try to see if we can set up an NA 5v1 group duel today. You know what I mean? You would see if it's hard to walk you there. The math is good. Name was OK Boomer. Okay, that sounds good. Maybe it was Lek, actually. Let me see if it was Lek. L-E-K, Lek. Lek is OK Boomy. Yeah. It was him, dude. It was him. It was him, man. Let's go, dude. It was him, dude. Should I do an announcement through this broadcast? Doing Duels Boys, check LFG. Should I do that? I should tell Kin. Like, if Kin wants to join, he's on a torn droid. Maybe he wants to set up a 5-man group, 5 duels together. Maybe he's down for it. I'll ask him. Yo, doing some... I'm gonna message him. Can always message me to do stuff. Somebody hit him up with duels. People sleeping on an A? Potentially. We just need to set up a 2 5-man groups and we'll be good to go, boys. That's all we need. Main team AWC practice at the moment. Okay. I didn't know he was an AWC. That's pretty cool. Interesting. That's pretty neat though. Still 2 out of 5. That's all good, Lek. That's all good, my dude. Yeah, if you got a friend or something, you got some friends or guilds that are interested, man, let him know, dude. As soon as we fill up to 2 5-man groups, we'll be good to go, honestly, boys. That's all we need, dude. Yeah, bunch of bills. What talents would you run for Blood DK then? If you were to do this range game, I'm interested now. We could take a look at it. I'm gonna go get water real quick, or a soda, probably water. BRB, boys. Okay, boys. Coming in A? Yo, dude. Come on, NA, boys. What you guys doing, man? Oh. Bottom 5. Yo, Lek got 4, boys. We just need one more. We're good. Just one more. And we're good. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. The back spent $10 on fireworks? Yo, what? 110 on the 4th of July? Yeah, my man, dude. My man. Awesome, my guy. What's up, G? How you doing, my man? Perfect time, dude. We just need one more, I think, on Team Alliance, AJ. And we got ourselves 2 teams of 5, man. Perfect. Dude, everybody that lives where I live, like in North Carolina, you can't do fireworks that go above your house. So everybody always goes to buy them in South Carolina, dude. Everybody travels down to Myrtle Beach area, buys them, brings them up, dude. That's what everybody here does, dude. I'm not doing that this year. I'm not joining the crowd for that. Not saying that I've ever done it in case that could put me in any illegal hot water. You know, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Excited for new raid, dude. Hell yeah! I actually tested that thing out. It's sweet. The fights are great. Super fun. Oh, mind joining? I'm Horde. Oh man. Yeah, if you want to set a group up for Horde, see if you get any bites, man. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. You know what I mean? We got Lek in here with the Lions group. Big Vengeance come for 1 is to a 4-second imprison, shields up, double fracture, then drop. Flame and Kieran Sigil, then Spirit Bomb, Inferno Strike on the way up. Fracture and down fracture Spirit Bomb 2. Wait, I'm not even tank spec. Yeah, I mean, Spirit Bomb is not that hard of a hitter, last time I remember. Carrying ability is a decent ability. Why don't you play Hunt then? Isn't Hunt still really good? I remember the Demon Hunters were running Hunt because that gave like Warcraft Mastery really well. The sack Giga Mastery, and Mastery gave it a ton of attack power. Yeah, I don't really see people PvPing as the carrion combo. That's a good dungeon combo though. That's great for M pluses. First I'm hearing though. It's quarter health on the mark. After that burst on, like if that was like full CD, I could see that's pretty good. But that's only quarter. I guess it's okay damage. I don't know. That's not really big burst, really. That seems like a lot of effort. Still sticking with Outlaw in your raid? I think so. I'm definitely going to give Assassin a try. Definitely going to give him Savannah's daggers when I can. We'll see though. Is it on a modularity? 1cc. Modularity. Now, what would be modular on Demon Hunter? Like what? Talents? Different talents you would run? I don't really know if they give... Does it give you modularity? Does it though? Doesn't it make the play selection more restrictive because you don't want to put sigil? Because then aren't you gonna run the legendary to get your Curian sigil back quicker? Let me see what that looks like. Curian sigil back quicker as a tank. Havoc, Vengeance. Soul Clay reduces the main cooldown of a certain sigil by 8 seconds. Yeah, would you want to do that instead? That Lego with that combo? Or do you go Collective Anguish for that? 5 out of 5? Perfect, boys. That's all we need. We got a group, boys. We got a group. Yo, Chicago and Lek. Oh, can't spell apparently. We got it, boys. 30 seconds say sigil and 1 minute up to talents. That's not really modularity though, is it? Modularity would be like the definition of the word modular is it's adjustable. There's like a modular power supply for a PC means you can like unplug the wires so you don't have extra wires hanging out or just hanging there that are not in use. Is that the word you would use as modularity? I mean, maybe. Bro, maybe this is my Russian coming through, dude. Maybe I don't know the English language. I'm just American, you know what I mean? Switch. Got ourselves team 1 together with Errorless. We'll see if he's Errorless as a sub rogue. We got ourselves also Nihilus as a Demon Hunter. Oh, we got OK Boomy as... Oh, that is my favorite helm. That is my favorite helm in the game. That is the coolest helm I've ever seen. That is the coolest helmet ever. Wait, how do you have a hoodie and a... Is that normal? That is the coolest thing ever. That's from WoD. Renato as a paladin. Oh, glasses, a nice touch. And that's going to be a monk. First up with Zix. As a first up, it's going to be a feral druid, Lorna Shore, Necrolord. The Necrolord druids are everywhere, man. This is going to be just like your immediate karma. Out from Zaxxas, I think with the big bleeds out of Lorna, did go for a big feral frenzy. It's going to be Zaxxas trying to make that karma do damage. It is actually going to do damage into that shield. Looks like the karma actually broke. Is it playing that good karma? Is it playing the Ring of Peace? I can't tell. It's going to be big. What a Dragon Punch, but just now the shield broke. After all that burst, just now the shield broke, and Zix trying to see if he can maximize damage. Lorna is just sprinting for it, just running. Big old poor, but the monk does get to reconnect. Lorna just needs to wait until the stun is up or something. Literally walking out of Fist of Fury. He's just a speed demon. Look at him, just a NASCAR. He's the fastest dude in the West, dude. Zix not in a great position. Burned through karma, not a lot of defenses left, and Lorna is just gonna make sure to recover a little bit. Try to go for the skull bash if you're catching him with that parry. And Lorna is just having to bear through the damage, just bearing right through it. But look at that mobility, dude. He's just making sure there's Moonfire and Ziggs got the dots up and running. Ziggs is gonna be playing that not good karma, playing that hand Ring of Peace, but that Moonfire spam out of Lorna with the dots, dude. Oh my god, dude. Oh my goodness. Ronaldo, Red Paladin, is going to be up next. A nice little bow for the Feral. As it's going to be Lorna opening up. Going to be late trinket for Ronaldo. Didn't trinket that stun immediately. And it's going to get a Hodge into Lorna. Is that going to be the damage? No trinket available. Lorna does have a bar skin. Is the bar skin going to be enough though? Unless the Pally just slams dunk it. And the Pally does slam dunk it. Oh my goodness. I wonder if this man is running Yuana talents. Going to be a sap out of Shadow Rican? Shadow. It's going to be first up. Next up, getting the Shadow to Ronaldo. Bubble comes out for the Paladin S. Shadow went in for that Kyrian and just vanished out. Just out of here, man. He died like Mayu died with a Pally burst? Yeah, maybe, dude. Ronaldo, though, not a lot of defenses available. Might need to go for a sippy cup, big heals, cheap shot. Oh, it does get the Sword of Glories, but they are nerfed. They are nerfed. Hodge into the rogue, forces the trinket out of him, but Ronaldo, I think, is on his last leg. Ooh, big Word of Glory crit. Actually got himself much needed healing in the last second. Oh no, dude. Oh no. Ronaldo does survive it. The rogue catching him in another resap. Does he have the human ritual? He does not. He has Basic protection though. He might have to bob this next stun. Might need to bob this. Bob comes out before the rogue even gets a play. It's going to be a rack down with a hammer coming in. Is going to get himself some Word of Glories rolling. Shadow try to see if he might be able to get himself out of there. But the auto attacks are going through the wall. And Shadow is not going to be able to get himself a clean reset. Going for that sippy cup. Ronaldo generating more holy power. Looks like he's going to back up for a bit. Let Shadow get a reset. He's going to pick up the eyes immediately. And Shadow is just out in the open. Does get a Shadow step, dude, with a sap. He has another setup. Ronaldo does have a human racial backup. He does have the human racial backup. 30 seconds are left on that normal trigger. That means human racial's back with a stun on to Shadow. Does he have the big go? Shield of Vengeance is up. Does he have the damage? Seraphim rolling out. Big hammer ready to go. Kid is shot by Shadow with the Kyrian combo. Looking for that reset immediately. Unless Ronaldo can catch up. Yeah, Ronaldo is not going to be able to catch him. Oh, Shield of Vengeance does proc the rogue out. Does he get a hit? Judgment? Oh no, Shadow got a reset. Open up with the Shadow check immediately. Dance is up. Well, Shadowy Duel is up. Ronaldo trying to get himself a bit of a heal. Kid is shot by the rogue chicken out of Ronaldo. Human racial not used. So he has that for later, but only in a minute 30. So Ronaldo might have triggered that a little bit early. Look at maybe like he could pick up the other set of eyes. Sitting in Consecration, wings rolling. Shadow knows he doesn't want to tussle with the Paladin while that's happening. Gonna be a Shadow Strike interrupt to stop him from Holy. Not like he has a bubble or anything to work with. Hodge onto Shadow. Does he have a trinket? He doesn't. No, Cloak of Shadow is going to be a go by the Paladin. Big hammer slammer. Jammer and Ronaldo taking yet another one out for a run, dude. Well done. Ronaldo got himself Seraphim, but looks like Power Demon is going to be able to snipe him out. The Paladin was left with nothing left. Okay, Boomy is a Necrolord Boomkin. Up next, going to be a media stun by Power Demon. Trying to maximize the metamorphosis. He has to go. He gave a little bit of a like hello to OK Boomy, but they just had to go for it. OK Boomy blasting him with some Star Surges. Thorns is available. Going to be Power Demon taking a bit of damage from that. Needs to remove those thorns. That is doing way too much damage to him. It looks like the dots have allowed Power OK Boomy to actually just suppress the demon damage. Gonna be a knockback onto iFox. Oh no, getting caught out. Still gonna be able to harpoon Fade Death real quick to remove all the dots. And OK Boomy's gonna have to go for some dot-based gameplay with the Necrolord Swarm. Taking a bit of damage from iFox. Let his cooldowns out of the Hunter. Trinket it out of that Silence Chimeric Poison. iFox going for that acceleration. Let's go, Bookie Boomy taking massive kill shots, back-to-back stun right after. Is going to have himself the last surviving armor for a second in bear form. Might as well take out iFox. Is he able to? Does he get the dust? He's one more sorcerers. Is he doing it? Actually does it as he dies. Nice comeback at the very end. The OK Boomy did not let that cheat death go to waste. Landing himself 2 kills back-to-back as a Boomkin. Very well done. And Necrolord Boomkin while you're at it. Going to be Chicago up next as an Enhancement Shaman. Going to be a Ventio open to buy the Rogue errorless. Let's see how many errors this Rogue makes. We're going to count them on, hopefully on just one hand. I was going to say on one finger, but that'll be an error in what I'm trying to say. Shadow Step missed. That is a misstep with a Shadow Step. Try to get a juke. That is error 1. It looks like this guy is not completely errorless. But you know what? He might still be able to do more good than errors in this duel and still be mostly errorless. You know what I mean? I feel like if he's at least like above 60%, below 40%, I guess, error rate, then he is fine. Because then he's in a majority of mostly errorless. You know, that's good enough for me. Disarm onto Chicago, playing out to the melee disarm. Shadow Meld. Right reset. Waiting for Chicago. Open up with a cheap shot maybe too early. I think it's a bit of an error. Unless he just meant to. Does have Shadow Blades rolling, gonna be an answer here against the Ascendants. Looks like Rogue trying to see if he can bow out, is got himself mobility, and is gonna try to see if he can sprint out of here. Looking for the reset, good reset. Does he have any dots on him? That is gonna be very, very crucial for him to find out if he can get himself a reset. Looks like he is in proper stealth, looks like no flame shocks on him, and Chicago is picking up the eye. Trying to see if he can catch up to the Rogue, trying to see if he can find him. And he is able to find him. Sap onto Chicago, errorless, looking for a good opener, good angle here. He has himself a perfect opportunity. No more trinket available for Chicago, no more wall either. Chicago is just gonna have to, almost caught the Rogue out. Cheap shot still goes through. Big damage on Chicago. No flagellation comes out a little bit later though. Still could do some damage. Chicago is going to go for a stun onto Airless. Looking to turn the damage around. Keeping the Rogue in place. Going to be a blind Chicago. The Rogue can't go anywhere. Making the error of not killing the Throne immediately. Might still be able to get a reset. Actually got in combat with the Throne, so you can't go for a re-stealth completely. Dance is available, but fully DRTCC. Nice juke onto Chicago. Is he going to be able to make a clean escape? The Frost Shock catches him. There's going to be healing surges available for Chicago. With a slow onto the Rogue. Attacking the Totem, or at least trying to get in combat with the Totem. Good swab by the Rogue. Very well placed. With the Cloak of Shadows. Looking for the clean reset. Spaghetti is going to get himself that Sapperoonie most likely. Flash cut was up for Chicago, get himself a little bit of health to work with. So far, the Rogue is living up to the name, in my opinion. Living up to the name. So far, hasn't lost his duel. Shadow Strike onto Chicago. Woes are up. Thunder to disrupt the Rogue for a second. Try to think maybe to drop a stun totem. No. Gonna be the Wind Fury totem by the looks of it. Rogue is looking for that reset. Chicago doesn't let him. So the Rogue might have maybe have himself another Shadow Step available. Just how much Chicago does deny quite a bit of damage. It's gonna be a Flame Shock and the Wolves doing damage. And the Rogue is looking for another reset. Looks like he's not gonna be able to. Looks like he's just going for the reset behind the pillar instead completely. Chicago does not catch the Rogue. Looks like if you stealth out of it, you'll be fine. I did not realize. Looks like some kind of dot is still running on the Rogue though. Every time Arrowless Shield does disappear, he does get caught out for a second. Looks like he waited out of that dot. Must have been a Flame Shock or something. Chicago with a wall with a trinket, everything back up. Rogue has a trinket back up. Not a lot of defenses to work with though. Vanish is available. And it's going to be flagellation on Chicago. Gonna try to trinket and wall. And looks like Arrowless does end up taking him out. Very well done. Living up to that name. Well done. Dude, what was that boomy you turned around, by the way? That was fantastic. What was that? That was amazing, dude. That was amazing. That boomy. It was like, you know what? I still got a chance, dude. I still got a chance. Oh, no. Ball, do you have a group? Let's go. 5 out of 5 ready? Boys, we got us as a horror group. Let's go. Got us, I told you, boys, as soon as we get 2 groups on NA, we'll get more. Easy. NA, or do I do NA, SL? I guess I'll do EU, NA, right? EU and NA, SL. 12? Not 12, it's 1, because I do reset them. NA, SL, 1. 5 out of 5 ready? Hell yeah, dude. We're about to go again. Yo, let's get Lex team, actually. Yeah, Lex team won that one, so let's get Lex versus Bald real quick. And Chicago, we can get you in as soon as possible, yeah? We're just gonna go first come, first serve. Just doing as many duels as we can, boys, okay? As many duels as we can. I'll try to give you guys some variety against each other, alrighty? And it's bringing in today, dude. They are coming in. They are hungry for some duels. They got some Demon Hunters on here, too. Which is something we missed over on the EU. 100% missed on the EU. Do I need to requeue? That accept didn't work. Make... Oh. There we go. Hey. How's it going? I played this so bad. You're fine, Tricks. You're fine, dude. It's not the last or the first duel, man. Okay, you know what I mean? It's not your last duel at all, dude. Just go back at it again. You'll be fine. You'll be all right, dude. You know what I mean? Don't let that one discourage you. Just get back in there, my guy. You know what I mean? Just get back in there. You know? Just get back in. That's all you gotta do. What's up, Rune? How you doing, my man? I'm a 7550 Rune. I miss you. In general, buddy, how you doing, by the way? What just makes you want to play so bad? Yo, Dermo. Fridays EU. Get your boys every time. Yo, if you make a group, I can just pop you in there, man. Dermo, the faster you make the groups. I actually need to add you, if you want to do more of them, Dermo, next week. Add you on Relay Team. Second team has only 4, but hopefully they'll get a 5th at some point. We'll just play it out, yeah? We'll still play it out. See how that game goes. Switch. We got ourselves team 2 together. We got ourselves Machog as a monk. We got ourselves first up is going to be Ori. No blind forest for him. Actually, the blind forest, Nihilus, he's a little blind. He's a demon hunter. So it's not quite a blind forest, but a blind demon hunter. Ori and the blind demon hunter. We also on that team got Ragnarok, and Sean Bean with Nihilus taking a bit of damage in the beginning from Ori. Is Ori Necrolord? He is. Gonna be a big old roar by the booming Nihilus. Going for the blade dance. Big meta trying to see if he can catch up to Ori. Ori just keeping those dots rolling. Is going to try to see if he can juke out the Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter does get juked. Taking the opportunity to go behind the pillar and maybe get himself a bit of a reset. We are missing one on team 2. Hopefully they'll get back in. And Nihilus is not in a great position. Dropping down Darkness. Ori is a legendary proccing. I think it is a normal Darkness though. Trying to go for the big hunt versus Ori. Does get knocked back. Did that hunt even touch Ori? Did that actually get him pop on cooldown? Just didn't do anything? Nihilus is just melting. Is he just going to die to the dots? He just gets Storm Strike. Man, that was rough. That was a roughie and a toughie. Errorless is up next versus Ori. We'll see how well he works out. Is going to get the Druid out. So he looked like he re-stealthed as he got Shadow Strike, which is weird. Ori tried to get some dots onto Errorless, though. Tried to go for a juke. Not going to let him. Not gonna let him. Errorless is gonna have a hard time getting reset. Oh, that Shadow Step does get a second one though. Does at least catch up to Ori. No one's trying to juke him. It looked like Ori's the one that juked him really. Big kidney shot, cheap shot. Vanish coming out, trying to go for a 100% crit. Trying to see if he can finish the Druid right here. Barkskin and a Friends of Region. Knocking the rogue back for a second. Going for the big old leap with a flap. Ooh, Errorless committed a lot there with advantage for that 100% crit, dude. He just wanted it. He wanted it so badly. Ori got so low and then caught up in health. He got so low for a second though. Oh no. Errorless is getting caught out with his shield. Actually, is he still stealth? He is stealth. I think the dots have ticked out. And Ori looking for the reset himself. Yo, we gotta change up this mix, dude. We gotta change up this mix, dude. What is this, dude? Gotta change it up back to the regular, you know what I mean, boys? It's not a bad song, don't get me wrong, but just a little bit too somber for what we're trying to do here. Hopefully whoever's the 5th on this team makes their way in, but it looks like Ori is a one-man army. If you could do anything to this rogue, dude, we can just get 2 kills, one-man army booming. That's all you needed for that team. Ori trying to see if he could just defensively tank up the damage from the rogue Errorless. Errorless still holding on to a lot of his defensives, minus Vanish, but he does have Cloak of Shadows, using it right here, and the Druid is looking to see if he can catch back up as Errorless got himself a reset. That conduit that got nerfed for PvP, the one that gives you shield when you re-stealth, it is still pretty decent. It doesn't let rogues completely get 100% reset, but it is pretty decent. Ori getting cheap shot, a trinket coming out, and it looks like Ori is going to go for some damage of his own. Errorless does not have a Cloak of Shadows anymore. That's going to be blind into Ori. Errorless taking a bit of that dot damage while Celestial Alignment is up. Hopefully there's a swarm available with it. Errorless does dip into stealth. He can use that stealth and a sipping up to give himself just a little bit extra protection from the dots, and looks like he waited out the dots, didn't he? Moonfire and Sunfire fell off that quick. Is that normal? Gonna be a flagellation by Errorless with Shadow Blades. War Stun by Ori with a Cyclone onto Errorless. No trigger for the Rogue as Ori is able to survive the Shadow Blades damage for a little bit longer. And is gonna make sure to get the dots onto Errorless. Needs to maintain all his dots and a swarm on Errorless, and that'll be quite a lot of good sustained damage. If he can do that, he'll be in a great spot. Sitting in the bear form in case Rogue goes for a sap. Catching him out of bear form though, which is not going to be great for Ori if Errorless has a go. Ori does not have a trinket though. Barks can either. Cheap shot. Errorless, do you have a burst? Go here. Trying to make a play. Errorless, Ori does have a frenzy regen rolling. Going to be a swarm on himself defensively by the looks of it. The bastard or Errorless as he gets himself a frenzy regen with a swarm, amping up the amount of healing he gets. That healing has gotten nerfed for PvP, but it's looking pretty good. And Errorless looking for a reset himself. Man, these two, dude. These two. The Boom is actually standing up to the Rogue, man. It's actually standing up to the bully. He took a lot of damage from him before, but he's actually holding on to his own. Necrolord Boomkin, I don't think we would have ever seen the day, dude. But it does make sense why it's pretty good in PvP. Like, it amplifies your dot damage aspect. Even though you don't really commit it to crazy dot damage, like you don't go for like Stellar Flare, it still is pretty good. It is still pretty good. Ori trying to go for a bit of a flat bear form. Try to see if we can find Errorless. Could be picking up the eyes, maybe. No, eyes are up, and Errorless opening up with a bit of AoE. Not really committing damage into the thorns on Ori. And is looking to get himself a bit of a reset. Gonna be actual Celestial Fury of a Loon, which does count as a dot damage with your swarm. If Ori has a swarm ready to go, Errorless will actually take quite a bit of damage from that Fury of a Loon. Knocking the Rogue back, putting him in combat. Not going to be able to land a sap stun onto the Rogue. And Ori finally able to do some damage, getting the swarm onto Errorless. Does go for the cloak. Does go for the cloak of shadows. If Ori can just catch up to him while in cat form or something. Bear form, airless, in stealth, out of stealth, shadow dance, wants to go for damage, and Ori is going to trick it out immediately with the roar onto airless stun, and that's going to be Cyclone. Oh, has a trinket. He's not out of the game, he has a trinket, but no more cloak, no more vanish. Ori can maybe take him out right now. If he can somehow do it, going to be a shadow meld for airless, and Ori cannot pick up the eye just yet. That shadow meld actually secured airless like a good reset, unless Ori can catch up. He's in stealth. Other dots on him. Trying to see if he can thrash him. Does catch him. Going to be getting shot as Ori goes into boomy form. Barkskin is up. That's going to be a bit of damage from airless with that flagellation, though. Trying to make the most damage happen. Thorns. That's going to be a swarm onto airless with the Fear of Elune. Good sustained damage coming out. Battlemaster Trinket rolling out for airless to get himself a little bit extra survivability and sustainability here with that sippy cup. But the dots, I think, are still rolling on him. Looks like he's still getting stars. Looks like he's still getting starred. Flash Scout for Ori while in bear form just to give himself a little bit more survivability. Airless is dipping in and out of stealth. Missing that thrash. But other dots still on him. No, by this point, no way. No way. Shadow Strike by Airless. Bash by Ori with that swarm rolling onto Airless. Getting even more dots up and running. Cheap shot by Airless. Looking to somehow come back from this duel. He's a little bit behind health-wise of Ori. Ori dipping under. And Airless looking for that reset. I think if Ori, I don't know if he really wanted to jump down. Is getting auto attacks to the wall to airless, denying him the reset. Oh, there'll be a swarm with that. Star Surge. Man, that was pretty good. Ronaldo is going to be up next. Paladino versus Ori. Are they going to go for a nice bow? Ori's being a little careful. Looks like he wants to go for a nice honorable bow. Bow? Oh, look at that. Nice friendly bow in a duel, dude. Look at that friendly bow. I love that. Respectful honor duels in the arena for the 5v5 1v1s, man. These can be either as brutal, as messy, as I don't know, brutal and messy is the best word I could put it. These duels could really be just tough, just really cutthroat. As soon as whoever is in front of you is down, you go in next, no breaks. Ronaldo like, yo, what's up? Hey, good duel. Thank you for dueling me. Hopefully you have a good one. Ronaldo literally dipping in on the ground like a gopher on his fox. Oh, man. We'll see how this goes out, dude. Let's see how this works out. Ori looks like he wants to charge in, but I guess the Paladin, he doesn't have the mobility that Paladin does. So Ronaldo maybe waiting until the dampening, too. 8 minutes into this duel, Ronaldo is waiting it out for a bit. We'll see how it works out for him. Ori looking for a bit of that reset himself. And Ronaldo just waiting it out. Once to close the gap, Ori is just ready for him, dude. Flash Scaft. There goes the full Flash Scaft. So we're waiting for a bit, boys. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Down on good job, videos. What's up, Glorheim? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. We need more buffs. You think so? Gemini PvP is not the best, but burst or nothing. We need more buffs. That's true. They do add him some more defensiveness this patch. They did fix blur to finally work properly. Hopefully that'll make him feel a little bit tankier. Ronaldo going in with a big wreck onto Ori. And the Paladin is going to have to see if he can close the gap, charging in as the dots are rolling onto Ronaldo, getting him with a bash as Ori buying himself as much time. Big sounds on Ronaldo, bubble available, and Ori is looking to juke out of there. Ronaldo is having to use all his holy power. Big judgment procs onto Ori, is getting quite a lot of holy power from that one. No more interrupt for the booming for a bit. But he's getting some freebie damage onto Ronaldo. Seraphim available, ready to go. Ori looking to jump down. Actually looking to juke the Paladin. Paladin does get hit with that juke and is going to go for a bit of a reset. Ori has to jump after him if he wants to make any damage happen. Got the big meaty Star Sword in there. Trying to make the dots work. Going to be the swarm back into Ori. Is going to get a lot of health recovery from it. Just looking to continue to sustain damage Ronaldo for now with them Raz and Starfires. But he's getting some freebie sustained damage right now with good Star Swords to back up that damage. With the dots, and if you can only get the swarm in there, he'll be in a great position. Stun onto Ori, trinket available, does go for the roll versus Ronaldo, and Ronaldo might be looking at maybe recovering. The bubble is not longer available anymore, so he's looking for that reheal. The Word of Glory healing is heavily reduced as well. Big wreck is up. Ori knocking Ronaldo back. Ronaldo out in the open. Star Charge is slamming him. Blessing of Protection, not much you can really do. I think the dots are just going to take him out. Word of Glory to save him at the last second. Big flap coming in as the booming rolling in. Big silence onto Ronaldo. Lockdown and Holy. Trying to go for a short war stomp. Ronaldo does sneak in a Word of Glory in. Needs another one. If he can get one more in. Big heal. Big heal. And Ori's dots at this high dampening with Word of Glory nerfed quite significantly. did topple the Paladin, but Ori really did make sure there's a distance between him and the Pally. He never really got a full big Pally setup. The one time that the Hodge did come out, which was the one time that the Paladin could reach Ori close enough for a Hodge, he had the trinket with a roar and immediately shut down any kind of potential bursts. That is a tough one, especially this high dampening. Like sometimes you just gotta go. And all you need is to kind of close that gap with Ori. And that can be definitely tough. That can be definitely rough. Ori again, making sure there's no gap getting closed with Ziz, who's got him some weapons of order ready to go. Images available, and Ori bailing out of there. He's the first thing he's doing is running out of there. Knocking Zuen back. Ziz is on him. Ori is going to try to go for a roar, missing the roar by a hair. But he's still shifting forms in order to take all the slows off of him. The Zuen catches him, almost got hit in cap there, but I think the Zuen breaks it. It looks like Ziz is actually going to back up. He has to go for a little bit of self-heals with Vivify. He has to go for the reset. There's not much you can really do because a lot of his cooldowns just got used. So he has to go maybe for a little bit of a reset, a little bit of recuperation on cooldowns, and make sure he doesn't fall behind on health. Ori with that mass mobility, dude, that's just the experience of playing a druid against classes that are super mobile. That's just druid's experience with a boomy experience, which we know that boomies are not the strongest class of these duels, boys. How many times have you seen boomies dominating? Usually it's pharaohs. And Ori is just showing us you can make it work. You can make a play. Gonna be big AoE for Ziz, trying to see if he can knock the druid out of stealth. Badged by druid from a good distance. Ziz, though, trinkets out of it, looking to commit some damage. Images are available. Does he have the leg sweep to follow up to? Thorns are up for Cry. Ori, why do I call him Cry? But it's gonna be a karma for Ziz with a diffuse dampen harm. Is he playing good karma or is he playing Ring of Peace? That's my question now. I think he's good karma this time around. I think he would decide to go good karma instead of Ring of Peace. I think he did get a little bit of recovery. I guess we'll see that Ring of Peace at some point. Ring of Boopity Bops is what I usually call it. 12 minutes into the duel, 42% dampening. Ori is still just keeps trucking on. Gonna get the dots onto Ziz. Getting aggressive here. Getting the melee. Allowing Ziz to kind of let the damage out. Star Surge is offline for Ori. Has himself Fury of Elune. That's a lot of resources generated. And Ziz, seeing the writing on the wall, turning around, looking for the reset. He needs that recovery again. And Ori looking to maybe close that gap with that flap, is going to go for that flesh cap while he's got it. That flesh cap is giving him a lot of more survivability than we normally do see though, boys. Normally we see druids, balance druids in particular, usually playing out Convoke. Where they kind of come out, pop every cooldown, Convoke somebody down, and every 2 minutes they try to set up a Convoke. This time around though, it's a little bit different. As Ori got himself lots more sustain damage. A lot more sustain than we normally expect. In cap onto the Boomy. And Ziz, does he have a go? Zuen is up. He has everything available. Leg sweep onto Ori. Does have a bark skin though. That shield is going to hold on for a little bit longer. Thorns is up for Ori. Ziz does not have a karma. And Ori turning around with a Star Surge, letting the Thorns do work. And then Ori just finishes it off. Well done. Okay, Boomy's the last one left, dude. It's going to be Necrolord Boomy versus Necrolord Boomy. It's going to be as close of a match as it can be, dude. As close of a match as it can be. Look at these guys. Oh my goodness. All right, we'll see, dude. The Tauren Druid or the Night Elf Druid. Is Ori going to have the big old 1v5? I think it'll be the first 1v5 in the history of Shadowlands, but also the channel that we had a Druid do. Boomy in particular. And Boomy got himself shield. Actually looks like that's got a broken. Ori's taking a bit of damage though. Boomy getting knocked back as Ori just pushes him out with that Typhoon. Looking for a bit of a reset. Had himself the Frenzied Regen rolling. Okay, Boomy did pop Celestial Alignment there. And take a look at both of these guys. Actually, Fury of Elune is not something that Okay Boomy is playing at all. I wonder what he's playing. Probably the Solstice most likely, isn't it? Unless he's going for the new moon, full moon. Gonna be a trinket out of that Cyclone. And Ori is still a little bit behind on health. Has a bark skin if he needs it. The Thorns for both of these druids are not going to do much. Okay, Boomy actually got himself nice damage just now. Really solid damage with that Star Surge, the dots and everything. And Ori is taking a little bit of a beating right now, behind on health. It looks like Okay Boomy is quite ahead. At least for the time being. Ori looking to recover with the regrowth. Has a knockback for it too. Fleshcraft available, so you might be able to recover. I don't think Okay Boomy has a Fleshcraft available for a bit. I could be wrong in that one though. And Ori has Celestial Alignment coming up. He might be able to turn this duel around versus Okay Boomy with a Celestial Alignment. A properly set up Celestial Alignment with big bursts could do the trick. Ori triple on health. How much for cold sounds coming out? Silence and Boomy with a roar trying to keep him silenced. Ori does have the swarm back on him. I'm not sure if it's a friendly swarm or an enemy swarm. Okay, Boomy for that, going for that recovery. So is Ori trying to get himself healing, but I think it's over. Ori does have himself the little bit extra survivability at the very last second. with the armor. It's only going to last a few seconds, trying to do what he can. At least try to get some dots into OK Boomy. Does go down. The big 1v4 though. Either way, very well done, boys. Very well done. And Ragnarok. Playing out that Outlaw. Interesting. Are you double daggers? Wait, are you double daggers or is that a sword? Huh? Wait, is this Outlaw playing double daggers? Like some kind of weird slice and dice build? His sinister striking. I'm not serious to see him using finishers. Can he even kidney shot? Uh-oh, did you queue in as a wrong spec by a certain chance? You can swap weapons in arena, by the way. If you have a main hand heavy weapon, you should swap it for the dagger. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Ragnarok, somebody tell him you can swap your main weapon. You can swap your main hand. Dodging that typhoon narrowly. Oh dude, no, no, no. Did he swap a weapon? He did. Okay, now he has a sword. Now he can at least kind of play outlaw. Might not be a great weapon. I don't think this man meant to queue as outlaw. Or maybe if he did, he didn't have the weapon properly for it. Yeah, make sure you got the highest animal weapon. You don't need double sword. You could have a dagger offhand. Dagger offhand is fine. Just as long as you have a, you could have a dagger offhand. Just main hand sword. Offhand, it can be a dagger. If you have like a high item level dagger, that's perfectly fine, friend. That's going to be Thrash taking him out. Ragnarok is going to get dotted up. Okay, Boomy has the rogue on the ropes. If Ragnarok can maybe get a reset or something, he might be okay. He's going to get himself a roll of the bones. Crit buff, which is pretty good. Does not have a cloak of shadows anymore. Blind into okay, Boomy. Not going to get a ticket out of him. But the dots are set into Ragnarok. He does need to give himself a little bit of a heal. Oh, this rogue is going to have a hard time, dude. We are 17 minutes into 73% dampening. Big harpoon. Oh, big grapple out. But I think the dots is still... Ooh. Thorns almost gets him. Second Thorns did get him. No Thrash, I mean. Did you see him slide after he died? That was interesting. Looks like Sean Bean is going to be up next, getting that slow onto OK Boomy. Doesn't look like he has any fist weapons at all. He has the invisible weapons. He just keeps rooting OK Boomy over and over. What? I'm sorry? 76% dampening though. It looks like Sean is just kind of backpedaling. OK Boomy just keeps rooting him over and over. He's just gonna wait now for like a cooldown or something. Fleshcap does get an interrupt on it. Does he just have like a one-shot ready to go? Big leg sweep, everything available. It's gonna be Zuen. Everything you're gonna use right now. Okay, Boomy. Gonna be a trick for Sean. Tricking at nothing. Okay, Boomy's still dead though. What was that? What was that? I guess he didn't need a trinket, did he? Ori though with a 1v4 is a Boomy. Very well done, dude. Wait, is Ori the guy that we did a video on the other day? That Boomy that played Necro? Is that the same guy? Bro, that was awesome though, Ori. That was fantastic, my man. I enjoyed that one. That was a long game though. Yeah, how did that game turn into like from a 12-minute game to like a 17-minute game? Dude, I feel so bad for that rogue, dude. I've been there, man. I know what that's like, dude. When you're like, yo, I'm ready. I don't know if you meant to queue as outlaw or whatnot. Chicago's still, yo, we can throw Chicago versus Bald if Bald is ready. Or if Lek is ready, I guess we could throw Lek in there as well. Sorry, man. I've been there, dude. I didn't get an invite. Sorry. That's all good, Bald. Wait. Oh, you were the 5th? Oh, really? Huh. That's okay, my guy. That's okay. I don't know why he didn't invite you. We'll get Chicago and Bald in here. We can keep going and lose anybody. Yo, like, we're just going to throw Chicago and Bald, and we're going to get you back in there, all right? Just to get that variety. We'll do Bald versus Chicago, and we'll do Chicago versus Lek again. I think that's how we'll do it. So we can have you guys at least playing each other differently. Different people playing different players. You know what I mean? 97-second con to 200 atom level. Yo, that's a pretty long one, dude. The conduit? Yeah. What's better for PvP, Feral or Boomkin? Both of them are pretty good. I think Feral is a little bit easier to get into. Boomy, though, is a great caster in general. Skills in here? Got him, man. Got skills in here, dude. Got us as iFox. Crazy Rickett as a Boomy this time instead of a Rogue. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Switch. We got ourselves team 2 together with Crazy. We got ourselves iFox as a survival. Ooh, I'm liking the back piece. I'm liking the gloves and the shoulder that fits it. The belt is a little interesting, or maybe that's the pants. I think you'll try to go for a silver look. We got Lorne in there. We got also Power Demon, as well as Chicago. We don't see a lot of Demon Hunters yet, so I'm glad we're seeing some. Versus Machog over on the other team. We got ourselves Ori. Actually, it's Macho, isn't it? Macho GG. We got ourselves Ragnarok. We got ourselves Sean, as well as Skills. Right to goes Arms Warrior. Interesting choice. Chicago first up and running is going to get himself a big old Flash Scout for rolling as well. Also, what Chicago could have done more cheesy is get an Earth Elemental out and then go for Flash Scout. But then there's no way anybody would open onto Chicago ever. Ragnarok is going to be first up. Playing that Outlaw, dude. Got them weapons. Looks like he wants to really make the Outlaw play. Playing that Blade Rush, so that's interesting. His Venthyr is going to go for Adrenaline Rush in the opener. That does take out a Stealth, which is super unfortunate. Try to go for a Flagellation onto Chicago. Mark for Death ready to go. Stunned. I think this man might be lagging really, really bad. Someone tells me this man's is lagging really, really bad. Blade Flurry rolling with a Blade Rush right after. Try to see if he can bust through the shield of Chicago. Getting zapped and goes... and his heart stops. I think he might have hit him a little too hard, Chicago. I'm thinking that man lagged really, really bad. I am so sorry, Ragnarok. It looked like there was like a little bit of delay with his abilities. Oh, no. No, I don't like duels like end up going like that. Oh, man. Yeah, if Ragnarok is lagging and he's the first to go, he could be like, yo, guys, I'm lagging a little. Can somebody go in front of me? Maybe my mess will stabilize or something. That might have been a little helpful for him. Yeah, guys, if someone's going on, you know, latency or whatever, feel free to be like, hey, team, can someone like swap in for me just this one? Skills, trying to go for the double Blade Storm, actually playing the Torment the King's Legendary, big executions coming out, or condemns coming out, while Chicago tried to see if he could just walk away from Skills, got that immunity to melee. I guess the rest of that team is pretty melee heavy, so going for immunes, not the worst idea while in goes, so we're going to be a fear on Chicago, as the immune will probably fade away in a bit. Skills, though, took a bit of damage as a warrior, did parry up that early. Gonna be a Stormbolt in Chicago. Got himself reflect in case Chicago got anything for him. I don't really know what we could really reflect. I guess Flame Shock, Frost Shock, Lightning Bolt, Chain Harvest if that's there. Decimating Bolt. Gonna be that static totem, keeping the warrior in there. He's trying to see if he can get out. Needs to take down the totem, but does get sundered while in there. Caught inside. And Ori charging in next versus Chicago. Going to be a bit of a less dampener duel. And Chicago is actually going to be able to get a chance to play here. I don't think Chicago really got a chance to play last. Oh, he did get to play against a Rogue last time. But him and Ori, actually the first time they've seen each other. Going to be a silenced attempt by Ori onto Chicago. And that's going to be a pretty decent bash from a distance. Chicago trinket out of it. Actually turns in to switch it around. Go behind the pillar. Maybe get himself a bit of reset. Goes so back up and running. And Ori got himself full Celestial Alignment, wants to maximize the damage he's got. I think he was trying to see if he might be able to see Chicago through the bars, or maybe auto-attack it through there. Whatever damage he can get, even if it's just kitty cat pause. Just kitty cat auto-attacks. Whatever damage you can get out of it is what you'll get, you know what I mean? Oh, man. Guy fought him searching for the groups. There'll be an LFG, my guy. LFG custom PvP. Ori getting caught in the static totem. Go for the stun into a Cyclone. Chicago also doesn't realize that he needs to take down the totem in order to be able to bust out of there. So now hopefully he knows he needs to take down the static totem in order to get out of it. Eventually people will figure that out. What was those biggest sentence actually out of Chicago? I didn't even realize he committed that many cooldowns. Wolves are joining the fight. Lots of Maelstrom going to be there for Chicago. Try to deal with the damage of Fury of Elune and the dots rolling on him. Bash by Ori, which with quite a distance there too, as he takes the swarm back for a more defensive strategy. More of a defensive play. Chicago using the Drenerate to give himself a little bit extra self-healing rolling here. And is going to back up as there's not a lot of mana really left. Either needs to get really aggressive with Ori just to get the Maelstrom, or needs to back up until there's some mana back. But the healing reduction for enhanced with Shamans, I'm pretty sure Chicago can feel it. The amount of healing he's getting for every bit of Maelstrom, every bit of mana is not the same anymore. Static totem down. Does Ori figure out to take it out? Does start search the totem. So he does know to take out the totem. Going to be that interrupt on the Flash Scout before Ori can get himself a massive shield. Chicago got himself a massive crit with that heal though. So he's in a great position right now. Perfect spot. Trying to see if he can go for a Hex versus Ori though. Versus a Boomkin, as long as they're in a form, as long as the druid is in a form, cat form, bear form, boomy form, or even the star form that he's got going on, where he's like, you know, it's his humanoid form just with the stars. appearance. That also counts as a booming form. So as long as you're in a form, you cannot be polymorphed. Flashcraft for Chicago. As Ori went for that interrupt, Chicago is going to be able to get a full Flashcraft to get himself a little bit extra survivability here. Charging over at Ori, another bash by the Druid as he's trying to make some gap between him and Chicago. But Chicago at least has himself a little bit of a shield to work with before it got rotted down with the dots, actually. Ori got some damage, man. Boomers normally don't have that kind of good sustained damage, but he got some. Going to be an intro by Chicago on that Cyclone. Very well done. Ori still has plenty of mobility to work with, though. I do wonder what kind of legendary Ori is running right now for his Boomy. I do wonder what he's running for PvP. Because I know Boomies don't really run boats now. So I wonder what they will be running instead. Since the boats combo with Convoking Feral or Convoking Druid is kind of done. Thorns is up for Ori. Does get himself Celestial Alignment. That's going to be Fury of Luna on Chicago. Taking a bit of damn. Does get that massive crit though, so that's pretty good for him. Wall is getting used with that Earth Elemental, getting Chicago just a little bit extra health to work with. As we're finally getting into that 6-minute mark and start to see, he just melted that Earth Elemental. What? That guy just came out to play the game and he just got melted. I guess Ori maybe just committed big star surges into that thing. I normally never see anyone kill that Earth Elemental. Ah! What? No way! Flashcraft is up for Ori, is gonna get himself a full channel. This is gonna be an interesting duel. I wonder who ends up winning this, dude. This has been a back and forth duel. Purges need to come out for Chicago. Is able to purge the thorns off of Ori, who is going to take down that static totem. Ascendance is up for Chicago. Ori got himself some Star Charges in with the Fury of Balloon. Chicago got himself a mad heal. It actually looks like they're going to continue trucking damage. Ori doesn't interrupt the Cyclone. Ori popping the bear from gold for Friends of Regen. Get as much healing as he can. Knockback on Chicago. Might be able to maybe go for another Cyclone. Chicago trying to do what he can to catch up to Ori. Did throw in that the Primordial Bolt. Trying to go for a Hex. Is trying to get interrupted? I think he's trying to see if he gets interrupted by Ori. It looks like Ori is not going to interrupt. I think Chicago has a Flashcraft he wants to use. They're trying to get Ori to use some sort of a Solar Beam, I guess. Ori is just going to keep the dots rolling. Bash on Chicago, no trick it up this time, and Ori is going to land a Cyclone. Chicago prevented him from being able to heal, but also prevented him from being able to do damage as well. And Ori is just going to build up some resources while he's at it. Big Star just coming out. It looks like Chicago is trying to see if he can bait that interrupt. Ori knows what's happening. Ori is not going to bait it. He's just going to let Chicago use those casts without Maelstrom, which is going to give him even less healing. Ori is actually in an advantage here. Stunned by Chicago with a Static Cling Totem. Chicago's trying to make a play here. Ori taking out the Static Cling. That's going to be Ori with no resources anymore. Big Wolves are up and available for Chicago. Doesn't have a lot of mana, but the Maelstrom is definitely coursing, so he could go for a bunch of Lightning Bolts. And Ori back in the bear form is going to get himself the Swarm back on and Bark Skin and is going to get himself a little bit of a heal. But looks like Ori's actually taking a lot of pressure right now. Looks like actually under pressure, it's going to be a second Frenzy Regen. Wait, I think it's running the Barkskin Legendary where when you pop Barkskin, you get a Frenzy Regen. And when Barkskin ends, you get a Frenzy Regen, isn't he? He might be running that. I'm thinking that's what he's running because he got 2 Frenzy Regens out of that. And I don't think he's Rest Affinity either. Is he? Going to get himself a Bear Form Fleshcraft. Chicago will not be able to interrupt it. Chicago has a Fleshcraft ready to go, but just doesn't want to get interrupted by Ori. He knows, they both know. They both know. They both know. And Chicago is going to get that interrupt onto Ori. Try to go for a Hex. I think next time you get an interrupt on a Nature, you actually could go just for a full Fleshcraft. Because you won't be able to interrupt it until the very last second. And you're going to get majority of the shield up. So it'll be full Celestial Alignment up for Ori. Chicago backing out of there. Does not have the normal wall to deal with the damage. He has that wall immunity that's great for physical damage. But besides that, he doesn't have much to work with. And Ori is going to try to see if he can interrupt the Fleshcraft. Did get at least a little bit of that marble formed around him. Blasting through that marble very quickly though. And Ori still got plenty of Instacast to follow up. Thorns is up and everything. Chicago is going to have to spend the Globals purging those Thorns as well as spending the mana, the precious mana he needs right now in order to live through this duel. Is going to get him at least some sort of healing as the mana is slowly making a return. And for Ori, this has been kind of rough. Big Sunder onto the Druid. The Shaman continuing to pummel him with his massive maces. That's going to be a big lockdown for Ori with a stun. Big damage onto Chicago. Does not have a normal wall. Nice disruption with that roar. Knock back the second heal. Chicago does have a massive heal though. What was that heal? That was a big fat crit just now. Jesus, that was huge. Ghosts are up. Ori is getting stuck out in the middle. Barskin is up for him. He's going to get himself the Frenzy Regen while he's low as well. So it's a bunch of Frenzy Regens, actually. He is playing the Barskin Regen Lego. He definitely is. There's no way he isn't. Chicago does have Ascendance. It's going to be a silence by Ori. And Chicago just used to get in there and finish the job. I think he's got him on the ropes. Thorns and the Loon is all he's got. Ori try to get himself whatever healing he can. Maybe looking for a re-stealth. Might be able to go for a re-stealth. Sunder by Chicago. Trinket or Ori with a stun on Chicago. No Trinket available. And Ori looking for any kind of reset he can. Won't have Barskin for a bit. So Barskin Lego not going to be able to get so much value. Flash Scout is going to use interrupt but Chicago at the very last second. 15 seconds on a Barskin for Ori. Chicago cannot use their walls. So it needs to maintain their health as best as possible. 10 minutes into this duel, 35% dampen to Ori, knocking the Shaman back, popping thorns, but looks like Chicago is not super excited at charging at headstrong at Ori's thorns. Not really excited about it at all. Does drop down the totem to boop Ori out. Is going to hit him with a stun, sundering to follow. It's going to be Ori with another Barskin. Is going to get Frenzy Regen at the start of Barskin, and at the end of it, trying to go for a Cyclone on Chicago is going to be able to get quite a bit of value from it. Also, lots of health recovery. I think you have to be in bear form for that Barskin thing to work, right? The heal, the double heal, Frenzy Regen. Am I wrong on that? Chicago taking a bit of damage. Bashed by Ori. Does he have enough? Chicago needs a little bit of mana. No mana whatsoever at all. It's going to go Ghost Wolf. Trying to see if he can recover whatever he can. Fleshcraft is getting used to get a little bit extra sustainability for this duel. Earth Elemental joining the fight. Ori actually swapping full attention onto the Earth Elemental, trying to see if he can blast through it. Big roll into Chicago, and trying to see if he can knock him back. If he can defeat the Earth Elemental, Chicago loses out on the extra stamina buff. Thorns is up. Chicago trying to see if he can purge it. Is going to go for a bit of a heal, trying to maintain themselves. Ori Barskin is back up and running soon. Celestial Alignment is used, and Chicago should be really, really worried. Static Link Totem is going to keep in place. Does start surge the totem, leaping back around the pillar towards Chicago. Speaking about back and forth, this song is so fitting. The back and forth between these two dudes is just actually just been so tense. Who's going to win? You know what I mean? Big searcher just coming out on Chicago, landing a stun to Ori. Silence. Chicago had no health, and the dots catch back up with him. Oh no! Wait, is it two people running out? iFox is out in the open. I don't know what he's doing. Crazy is up next though. Crazy Recon is gonna be the druid. The Boomy as well. Necrolord on top of it too. Try to see if he might be able to best Ori, but so far Ori has had that Boomy Necrolord dominance secured so far, dude, with that 1v4 duel he did the other game. And crazy, dude. What is it all this druid Necrolords all of a sudden, man? Used to be barely any of you guys, and now you're just popping up out of nowhere, man. I guess it's just the best for PvP. Or maybe people have figured out that, wait, the sustain damage is actually kind of nuts. Although I'm pretty sure that the damage that they do in PvE is not worth. But actually, I might need to look at the Sims. I wonder if the PvE damage might be kind of okay actually nowadays. Like, yeah, you need to be okay in dungeons and maybe in raids. Because they do get more soul binds. Maybe there'll be some cool stuff you can do with it. Like a slam that makes the enemy take 6% more damage. That could be pretty cool. The fact how often you can use your swarm is basically up all the time. Kind of crazy. You know what I mean? What's up, G-Funk? Yeah, and they do today, boys. Crazy, taking lots of dot damage. It's going to get silenced, though, on a nature cast by looks of it. Trying to get Frenzy Regen wild in bear form. That's going to bash about Ori. Looking to end him with start. Actually, no. Looking for a Cyclone instead. Let's just looking for a bit of a re-heal himself with that Barskin. Get himself Frenzy Regen. And it's going to give him some more healing afterwards. Massive amount of healing for this guy. Massive amount of healing. Actually huge. Kren's gonna get so many back pieces out in Corthia, dude. She sent me a message. Jesus, I just got my first back piece in Corthia. Sorry, tangent, but oh my god. So lucky. She's got a mountain in Corthia. Can you believe it? What the hell? Flesh count down for Crazy. Ori does not have one. Looks like Crazy. It's a perfect opportunity for him to make the damage happen. Got this moment to Ori. And Ori is living the dots for now. He's doing okay for a bit. He's doing okay for now. Crazy though. Not giving Ori that much of a not much of a breathing room. Crazy is playing a little bit different build than Ori. Ori has a flap, and I think also leap back. He has a wild charge ability. Crazy instead of wild charge has renewal, which is going to give him an extra defensive to work with. Ori though, at 14 minutes, 59, 60% dampening basically. Pretty crazy. Big roar onto Crazy, looking for that cyclone. No chicken available for Crazy. And Ori got himself full cooldowns. If Crazy is gonna walk out from line of sight, this could be a perfect opportunity for Ori to go in with a full celestial alignment and just make the biggest damage happen here. If he's able to. Dots exchange, Crazy just making sure there's a Moonfire sitting on Ori. And it looks like both of them are both playing Fury of Elune, which is a stronger build, especially for the burst you're trying to do. It's changing the swarms, man. Let's see who swarms it harder. Crazy versus Ori. Both are in bear form and one goes for Frenzy Regen. I think so does Ori. Yeah, they're both literally of the same mind. The swarm is cool, dude. Swarm is actually pretty cool. Swarm is actually pretty neat. It has definitely some neat moments. Gonna be some damage coming out for Crazy with Fury of Elune. That's gonna be also Ori doing the same thing, but Crazy is silenced as well as stunned. The Crazy is the one taking the most damage right now. Barskin is up to get himself whatever healing he can with his Frenzy Regens. And Ori is still charging at the boys. One more surge as the dots didn't work. Get himself Frenzy Regen that he needs. And Ori just needs one more global to finish him off. I think that's all he needs right now. Dots didn't work. And Ori taking him out, asserting that Necrolord Boomy dominance, dude. Big dominance, man. Big Boomy dominance. iFox, though, up next. Got himself a flare. Ori is out in the open. Get himself a bit of healing. iFox is going to have to catch up with him. Is going to get the Flame Shot with a harpoon. Catching Ori, lobbing a grenade on top of the big bear head. That's going to be Cyclone. Maybe check it out of iFox? No. Looks like he's going to sit it. Letting the pets. Actually pulling his pet back. Ori getting himself quite a bit of Fleshcraft healing. It looks like that shield is reduced by dampening, boys, by the way. We're at 70% dampening. That shield is tiny now. So that does get reduced by dampening. Yesterday, somebody on the EU said it doesn't get reduced by dampening. I think it does. I am starting to think that it does. Big war stomp by Ori. iFox trying to see if he can survive this. Feign death for a second. Ori turned that attention onto the pet. So it's going to be Star Surges and grenades again exchange. Ori super low. Gets him with a silence. He goes for a roar. Does he have the Barskin? He gets himself the last stand ability. Trying to see if he can finish off iFox. But iFox got himself Turtle Shell. Ori cannot finish him at this point. I don't think he's going to be able to do so. Feign death by Ori. No. iFox barely in health, but he is living. And a freezing chop onto Macho. You wonder for the big burst. Can iFox get himself a reset here? That'd be huge if he can, actually. There's going to be more steel traps out and about. And doesn't have himself a camo. That's going to be just a real quick lockdown by Macho. Is Lorna next? I think it is Lorna. Is going to open up on him. Lorna didn't start at the start of the arena, but you know what? He kind of walked out, letting Macho in. So I'm actually okay with that. He would have been able to basically get an open onto Macho. Big blaze onto Macho. Oh! Macho! Lorna, what'd you do to Macho? You just melted him. Did everybody on team 2 leave? Did team 1 leave? One guy didn't get to play. I think it was Sean. Alrighty, boys. Well, there it is, dude. Oh my god, that's a hell of a game. 19 minutes. You guys crazy. You guys are crazy. These are long games. Or it just was like, you know what? I gotta be the Necrolord champ, dude. I gotta be the boy. You know what I mean? Can I get a band? No, Sean. You can't get unbanned, my guy. No, is that the same Sean as before? Oh, no. Oh, no. Is that the same guy? Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm gonna let him bald now. Don't respect Macho? Yo, Macho, dude. Yeah, it was such a late game, though. It was such a late game. Rather watch you as a man playing that SKV vault. I know, my man. Hope you having good, my dude. Oh, man. All right, Lek and Chicago. Yeah. We got to get you in, boys. We'll let Ball swap a guy out, yeah? Alrighty, boys. We'll get Chicago and Lek in here. Beautiful. What's for dinner? I don't know yet. Some fattening, though. Trying to keep that culture and body growing, you know what I mean? Machu, man, you came in such high dampening, dude. They didn't really get a chance, did they? I want to see Machu play too, dude. And then the Blaze just kind of caught up. Did you use Ori? Yo, Ori, that was nutty, dude. That is nutty. I like Ori, dude. You know why? Because he went for that honor duel, dude. He did the bows and everybody, dude. I like that. It tells you so much about the person. Because some people like to go into duels and they're just like, they just want to win. That's all they want to do. Either way, dude. Clean, dirty, they don't care. You know what I mean? Clean, dirty, they don't really care. Or it's just like, he just likes clean games, dude. He just likes to go in, have fun. Here's a Live Lord McGee, though. Jesus. Boomy Necrolord. Is that going to be the meta now? Everybody popping Boomy Necrolord now? Which? We got ourselves Team 1 together with Klingy as a Feral Druid? It is a Feral Druid. We got ourselves Errorless together with Nihilus. We got ourselves OK Boomy as a Boomy and Ronaldo as a Paladino. Versus the yellow team, we got ourselves Crazy with iFox. We got ourselves Lorna, Power Demon, as well as Chicago. Chicago in first versus another Boomy. What was it? Hold on. Another Boomy. Chicago, you and Boomies, man, you guys are going to have a real long go. Chicago is changing it up. They are running Bloodlust with Ascendance, Earth Shield, so they're playing the Chicken Nugget strat. And I wonder what Legendary could they be running. Maybe Doomwinds? Boomy trying to go for a big damage. Gonna be Ascendance as a response for Chicago. Could maybe turn up the heat with Bloodlust on top of it. Thorns is up for Boomy as the Fleshcraft Shield finally falls apart. Chicago taking a bit of that damage though. Is gonna go for a lot of self-heal with that Maelstrom. Big damage back onto Boomy though. Taking a lot of hits. Ghostos joining the fight. Gonna be a silence on Chicago. The Ghostos are gonna be nipping at the heels of OK Boomy. Nice knockback with Typhoon as Boomy is just trying to see if he can bow out of here ASAP. That's a Night Elf party. Is that actually a full Night Elf party? On Team 2? Is it really? Minus like one Paladin, human Pally. Yeah, there's a lot of Night Elves today, dude. Honestly, that Shadowlands is strong. Boomy tried to see if he might be able to bow out of there versus Chicago. Big Thunder coming down. And Chicago still got himself the trucking damage versus OK Boomy. I wonder if OK Boomy is playing the same legend as Ori, though, with the Bark Skin that gives you Frenzy Region while in bear form at the start and at the end of Bark Skin. Which is pretty massive if it does. That's a pretty big heal. That was actually a very solid Duels Legendary. Very, very solid for survivability. Going to be an interrupt onto Chicago, by Chicago into OK Boomy. That's how the moon fires. It looks like OK Boomy, unlike Ori, not super focused on taking out the Earth Elemental. Or not as focused, at least. But he might want to take care of it at some point. Sun Totem missing. OK Boomy catching a reset with that Shadow Melt. I didn't even realize. And does have that range where Chicago looked to pick up the eye, but there's going to be some freebie dot damage by OK Boomy. Got him some Star Surges on Chicago, doing significant damage too. He's going to get himself an Eclipse rolling as well. I think from the Earth Elemental, maybe give himself Instacast. Or maybe he's just playing Warrior Valoon so he can go for Instacast himself. Fleshcraft, get interrupted. Chicago is going to get himself a bit of a heal. Sunder onto that Cyclone. Does Chicago have an interrupt themselves? They don't. So Chicago better be really, really careful with the cast of OK Boomy. Big Roar. Does he go for the Cyclone himself? I don't think he's gonna get himself Frenzy Region. I think he is playing the Barkskin Legendary with the Frenzy Region though. Could be wrong on that one. But I think he is. Starfire trying to get himself an Eclipse. Does gain an Eclipse. He's going to give himself a little bit extra nature damage and Star Surge power damage. Got the full swarm with Chicago. As Chicago does catch up on a little bit of healing. Did use Bloodlust there. So looks like Chicago is kind of rotating defense, or rotating offenses like Ghost Wolves, Ascendants, Bloodlust. So they're kind of rotating them one at a time too. Chicago is pretty down on mana though. If only Enhancement had a water shield or something, dude. Like they do in Classic. That'd be fantastic. Big flash shot up for Chicago. As OK Boomy dropping the dots onto the Wolves. And Chicago is setting himself up. The Primordial Bolt might be able to go for big lightning bolts, but that's going to be rude from OK Boomy. Not playing the bash this time around. Not playing the bash like Ori did, I guess. Sorry, I'm keep comparing him with another druid. But he is playing a slightly different strat here. Some things are very similar, some things are a little different. And I do like seeing those differences and sameness things about him. Like Fear of Valoon. He's not playing Fear of Valoon, but he definitely brings up the damage. He does have Burst. Going to be full Celestial Alignment. Does Chicago have an answer for it? They do have a wall. Or he does have a silence if they want to go for it. I don't think Chicago has a Fleshcraft. I don't think they do, at least. Boomy getting interrupted on nature. Healing Surges are coming out. Does he get interrupted? No! Finish off that cast, but while standing in the Solar Beam, he does get silenced. OK Boomy in that bear from Frenzy Region. Trying to see if he can just bear with the damage. As Ascendance is up for Chicago, lots of damage available for the Shaman. Is going to be root out of Okibumi. Chicago breaking out of it. Wind strikes. It looks like Okibumi does go down for the count. Perfect opportunity for him to maybe get last bits of residual damage versus Chicago, but looks like it's over. He does have the cheat death last second, but he does go down. Well played, well played. Chicago trying to catch up on whatever mana and food, whatever he got next. And Clinky, the Feral Druid, is going to be up next, man. From one druid to the next. Crazy. What's up, user? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Get Zevros back? Where's Zevros at? Yo, let's invite Zevros. Yo, Matthias, invite Zevros in these duels, man. That'd be great. That flash cap is so strong. It does actually get reduced by dampening, boys, by the looks of it. At least it does on an A. Yesterday we deduced that it doesn't, but at a 70% dampening, that was a tiny shield. So it does get reduced. As Frost Mage in 9-1, I haven't seen a Frost Mage in these duels. I haven't seen Seawork in these duels, I guess is a better way to put it. Clinky actually stealthing out of the totem. I didn't realize you could stealth out of those things. Well, that's good to know for me as a rogue. I can just vanish out and run out if I need to. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Wait, wasn't Zevros the guy that was the tank guy? Oh no, never mind then. Yeah, we probably shouldn't get a tank in these duels then, if that's the guy you guys are talking about. Wait, isn't Zevros the paladin guy or a warrior guy, actually? If he's not the tank guy, then I'm thinking of a different dude. I'm thinking that maybe then he's a paladino then. As long as Zevros is not a tank, he's more than welcome. Because tanks are not super balanced for duels or PvP in general. Gonna be Big Sunder by Chicago. Clinky going for a big bleed setup. Chicago's gonna take a lot of damage. Is gonna try to get himself a heal. No skull bash out of Clinky though. Didn't want to try to see if he might be able to interrupt that fast cast with Maelstrom. Not going for it either. Chicago getting himself massive healing out of it. Either way. Happy Independence Day to America, Samari. Yo, thanks so much, user. It is 4th of July. It is going to be a Sunday. It is going to be my day off, so I am going to try to take it easy tomorrow, dude. You know what I mean? Warlock, the bold Warlock. Oh, okay. I'm down with that. Yeah, I'm down. If you guys want to get the Warlock in, I'm always down for Warlocks. We haven't seen one this week at all on an A. Clinky taking a bit of damage from Chicago with that SATA Cling. Totem is going to be in bear form. Slowed down by Chicago with a bit of a roar. Got himself the slime shield, but not super amazing on health. Looking for the reset. Can Chicago actually catch up to Clingy? Flash cut is up. He's going to get interrupted on it. Not given the opportunity to even get himself that much of healing rolling. Earth Elemental on the other side. Not going to let the Druid restealth unless you have a Incarnation or... Not Incarnation. Shadow Meld. I guess if you have Incarnate, you could restealth too, yeah? That's going to be a little bit of that Frenzy region. It is nerfed. Slime shield back up. 30-second CD on that thing is actually nuts. Some should just proc so often. If Chicago could just slow down Clingy or just keep him flame shocked, and the Earth Elemental is going to catch up, keep him in combat. Clingy is having a really hard time catching a reset here. Sunder missing out of Chicago, but Chicago so far has been super advantageous. Can Clingy somehow turn this around? He might have to. Chicago got himself Bloodlust, hit into the Thorns. It looks like he's just going to lightly bolt the cat out of there. But some healing surges up next. So far, so good. Who's up next? Looks like Errol's the Rogue is going to be the next one up and running. Is it going to give Chicago a bit of an honor duel? I think he is. A nice bow, Chicago, walking up. The Rogue didn't know what to do. He didn't know Chicago was going to run up for an honor duel, but Chicago loves the honor duels, dude. Chicago's too much of a regular in these, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? Cheap shot by Errol's. This is going for an open. Chicago dropping down the Sun Totem. Errol's avoiding it, so not making the error there of standing in that totem. Big damage onto Chicago. Is going to go for a battle match. Chicago activating a wall. Does it have any healing? Massive healing between. Errol's did not have an interrupt available. Oh, the static totem is going to yoink him back in the center. Errol's does have evasion rolling. That is Ghost Wolves with a reset. It looked like he got auto-attacked while he was re-stealthing. I didn't know if it was going to get him out in stealth. Flame shock. Oh, I don't think Chicago realized there was a flame shock on the Rogue. But it still did run a flame shock on him. If only you could send your Ghost Wolves at him, right? If only you could just like be like, yo, Ghost Wolves attack. But they don't live long at all. Zaps Errol's before the sap comes out. It's going to be the Rogue. Open it up with a bit of that cheap shot opener. Blind on Chicago. It looks like it's going to be a bit of a reset for the Rogue. As Errol's is looking for a reset himself. I never did this floating camera, by the way. I don't know what you guys think about it. Chicago is going to be sitting that sap. Errol's got himself a go with the Shadow Blades. He's going for the big go. Chicago has no answer for this. Or Errol's, I think, has it in the bag. Unless he makes a mistake. Trying to make the big damage happen. No flagellation with it. Cheap shot. Chicago, does he live it? Just so much Chicago. Just trying to go for a heal. Missing that interrupt. Gonna be a healing surge. No more interrupts available. Ooh, static cling, but that's gonna be Airless still running out of there. I think he re-stealthed it. I think Shadow melted it. That's why he got a static cling. Nutty. How did Chicago live that? That was everything. Airless, the only thing he didn't have there is flagellation, but I don't know if your sub-rogue really needed that either. He also didn't open up with the kidney shot in Chicago. I think maybe going for cheap shots, using Mark for Death to get eviscerates instead of Mark for Death kidney shot opener. Potentially. Damn. Chicago getting Airless out in the open is going to get the Rogue in combat. And the Rogue is going to go for flagellation, doing some damage to Chicago. Doesn't even have Shadow Blades, doing even more damage than before. Healing surge, doesn't go for an interrupt. And Chicago is going to just see if he can sprint after him with the with the shift, the wall, astral shift. Couldn't quite get him. And effortless is going to be, or Airless is going to, watching him re-stealth just makes it look effortless, you know what I mean? Maybe that's the name should be changed from Airless to effortless. And is going to go for a kidney shot on Chicago. Vanish coming out to get 100% critical strike here. Going for the big dammies. Does Chicago even get a heal in between? No, actually does go for a clean reset. Chicago didn't have a trinket, nothing available. Played it super well. Errol has just got him in this perfect position. Did use advantage for 100% crit there to make the most damage happen. This guy went in with Shadow Blades. Chicago somehow lived it. This guy went in with flagellation. Chicago somehow lived it. Then Airless went in with neither of these things, but just a vanish in between. And that's where Chicago goes down. Which is actually kind of nuts when you think about it. Like Airless, he committed less cooldowns and did more damage. So it's actually kind of nuts. You know what I mean? Lorna Shore is going to be up next as a feral druid. She'd be able to get some bleeds into Airless. Bash, is he going to go for the big go? Friends of Region maybe? Does he go for the big setup? Try to get a setup. And it looks like by the time he got himself the go with the Friends of Region, he's just missing it. Evasion was up. Probably should have went for Friends of Region, Feral Frenzy really, really early on. The dots are up on Airless though. He's going to be able to catch a reset versus Lorna. But the dots should get him out, unless he got none. He waited all the dots. Didn't get the big rip or anything. Crazy. Getting a shot onto Lorna. Airless going in for flagellation. Gonna be a trinket for Lorna though. As he does go for a bark skin, get himself a little bit of recovery here. Friends of Region coming out. I think it's a emergency Friends of Region when he gets low. And Lorna needs to keep Airless out of stealth. If he can do that, he'll be a great spot. Is gonna thrash him, swipe him out, leap into the Rogue immediately. Shot him meld as soon as that happens. And Airless, does he have any bleeds? He does. Lorna could push in if he wanted to. It looks like he's going to catch a re-stealth. If Airless still has dots on him, yeah, he's better be in bear form. If he's going to catch the Rogue or be caught out by the Rogue, better be in bear form than cat form. Not a bad idea. Airless is going to get himself a bit of a sippy cup. 42% dampen in 12 minutes into this duel, boys. Oh, we got ourselves a long one. Not the longest one ever, but a long one for certain. Going to be a trinket out of the Rogue. Landing, get a shot onto Lorna. And I think he's just going to go for the big go. Does he go for the Vanish to make it 100% crit? Is he going to have a dance? Vanish is going to use for the crit. Lorna goes for Battle Master's Trinket. No wall to follow though. And Airless does take him out. Did not make an error in his burst. Did not make an error. Almost missed it. But he did do well. Versus Crazy. Going for another bow versus a Boomy. I don't really know if bears can do a bow. Can they? Can bears bow? I don't know if they do have that animation. Maybe they do. Because it's kind of like similar to like how you loot things, I would imagine. Can cats bow? Now I'm wondering if cat models and bear models for druids, if those can bow. I don't think boomies can bow. I know they can kneel, but they can't bow. Maybe that's like the animation for the bow, is the kneel and then they get back up. Never really know. I need to test on my druid next time. Airless is going to get himself a sippy cup, while Crazy is going to have to take it a little bit slow. 50% dampening on Airless. Better make even less errors. So far, he's been pretty flawless. So far, he's been pretty good. That knockout by Crazy, though. Catching the Rogue out, chicken out of the kidney shot immediately. You're going to be bashed onto Airless. Does cloak it. So Crazy's burst is kind of out of the window. Bash did sit through him, but he couldn't continue on with that Celestial Element. Actually, Incarnation burst, so he's committed even more cooldowns into it. Big Incarn for big haste buff, and I think a stack and crit buff. I think it's actually just stack and crit buff. That's what Incar does. Am I wrong on that? Or like a passive increased crit? Increased crit? Maybe I'm wrong on that. Crazy though, getting hit with a resap, errorless coming back in. Does he have himself flagellation? He doesn't go for flagellation, going to be immediate bursting for Crazy though. No flagellation, no shadow blades. It looks like errorless just trying to get the shadow strikes and eviscerates in just to burn the damage into Crazy. Thorns is up by the druid. It's going to get himself a frenzy regen with a flash cut right after. Errorless could go for that interrupt if he wanted to. Probably could have went for an interrupt and then went for Door of Shadows right after. But this is going to be a druid back with shield back in there. Errorless does come in cheap shotting as a DR is still on. Crazy. He does have a blind, so you could maybe just get him out in the open. Blind and bash into Errorless. Is going to try to trinket. Get a big old kick at the end with advantage. Just going in for damage. He's just taking the opportunity, taking the advantage of, hey, he's trying to cast a spell. Let me just trinket, vanish it, shadow strike, interrupt real quickly, and just try to see if he can surprise him. The surprise element for the man is present. Power Demon is going to have to look for the rogue. Got him suspect of sight. Knows where he's at. He definitely wants to charge around the corner. Hey, that fellow should have hit, I think. Did he stop his fell rush midway? Or did it like charge into the wall or something? Immediate trigger by the Demon Hunter into a blade dance is going to be getting shot. As Errorless is continuing the damage, going to be the Darkness dropping in for Power Demon. Stun onto Errorless. It looks like it's a long stun, so he's playing that new on a talent for Demon Hunters where if you stun, I-beam or fell rush through an enemy when they're by themselves, you get extra bonuses. I-beam makes the target take like 10% more damage. Fell rush gives you lots of like fury. Stun, it lasts longer. So that's pretty cool actually. Power Demon, they're getting locked down by Errorless. That's going to be in prison. I think Power Demon is a Night Fae, so you could go for the big hunt trying to make it happen. Cloak of Shadows immune that damage though completely. So Power Demon doesn't even get the leech bonus for the self heals. Trying to desperately find the rogue if he can. Blade Dancer, Blade Rushing does catch the rogue for a second, but Errorless does not make an error in that judgment, just snipes him out when he can. And iFox is going to be up next. Survival Hunter at the 60-minute mark, 67% dampening. Is he going to be able to take down Errorless though? That is my question. Can he do it? That is my query. Can he do it? Can he accomplish this? And he's going to send the pet in, get the rogue out, not going to give him the advantage to open 100% crit. Which honestly lasts, it's supposed to last for 2 seconds. It almost lasts 1 minute, or 1 second, 1.4 seconds actually. Freezing Trap into a Steel Trap into a stun. And iFox looking to maybe end this duel. Errorless does have a tricky coming up very, very soon. Evasion is up, has Shadow Blade still rolling. Looking to maybe get some damage in onto iFox. And it's getting some visitors back to back. Does get the flagellation vanish coming out, so it should be huge damage. Stunning the pet for a second, stunning the iFox right after. The pet is going for pet sack to give iFox a little bit more survivability, and Error is looking for the reset. Eats a grenade. That's going to be a pet around the corner, trying to avoid as best he can. Medic Bedage looks like the pet is just going to kill. Errorless does get that last scratch, and iFox does get the kill. Is Ronaldo going to give him that honor duel, or is he gonna? He's gonna charge at him. Wait, wrong guy. Oh, he is getting a nice bow at least. Just a nice bow to the hunter. You know what I mean? Waiting out for him. Where could the hunter be? Oh, iFox actually positioned. I thought iFox was here. And iFox is over there. So I guess he's giving him a little bit of an honor duel, right? I guess he is giving him a bit of an honor duel. He's gonna pick up the eye, see where iFox is. And iFox, oh, walking out maybe a little early. Maybe a little early. He's waiting. The longer he waits in camo is perfect. Ronaldo, what are you doing? I just realized he's just spinning over and over. You're just looking everywhere. That's a cool Palomog. I like it, dude. I can't do that as a Hordy because you need those shoulders to make that set. But that's a good looking set, dude. That's a good looking set. I want to see if I can do that on my Paladin. There's slightly different shoulders, like big golden shoulders. And they'll look good. That tabard too. I think it's a is that a tabard from the game, or is that like a guild tabard? You know what I mean? What's up, Tay? How you doing, my guy? iFox is gonna sneak around. Ronaldo is gonna get him dotted up. Ronaldo's given an opportunity to go for an auto duel. It is giving him as much of an advantage, letting the hunter really get the opener before Ronaldo is like, you know what, I'm a paladin. I got a bubble like a bop. There's a good slim chance that I'm losing this one. And iFox is going to let him run through all those traps. Lobbing a nade stun onto Ronaldo. Could trick it out of it. Is going to Blessing of Protection. iFox actually could remove Blessing of Protection. iFox actually has a chance. Ronaldo might have made a misplay. Did he though? Got himself Word of Glory. Is not healing that much at 83% dampening. He's going to get himself wings just to get whatever healing. Look at those heals. At 80% dampening. Running through the traps in a hand of freedom. Hodge onto iFox. Does he have to go? If he could just go for the big one shot, he could do it here. iFox and Ronaldo could go either way. Actually, Ronaldo super low. Looks like iFox does end up stealing it. Ronaldo went with a bop, and I think you try to give iFox as much of an auto duel as you could. Try to give him the advantage. Maybe you felt like, you know what? I'm a paladin. There's no way I lose this one. That blessing of protection might have been a bit of a misjudge in play. And Nihilus is going to have to finish it here. Unless iFox makes a return. Freezing trap on a Nihilus, medic bandage, and a camo out for iFox, getting the most amount of healing he can. We'll see how he does it. The star of the show. Is it going to be him finishing it without a trinket? Nihilus has a go. He has the perfect setup. No trinket on this hunter. Only turtle and maybe exhilaration. Honestly, iFox better use Exil now because it's not going to get any better. Use it before it gets lower dampening. Better just put it on cooldown. The most healing you can get. Go, use it. There we go. Wait, no, he didn't use it. No. Maybe he's waiting for it. Maybe he has like an extra benefit with Exil. Is it an honor town that makes Exil do extra stuff? Am I wrong on that? I think I'm wrong on that. Stun by the pet. Now let's check it out of its stun onto iFox. Big hunt. Charging in. Big Ivan to follow Blade Dance right after. iFox does you go for that Exil. It is not as effective. Is going to go for a harpoon. Maybe a freezing trap on Nihilus as he gets to a turtle shell with manning bandage. Whatever healing he can get. No healing gotten. He might just have to go for freezing trap. Got a freezing trap ready for Nihilus. Is he going to run at him? Walks by the freezing trap. Ignored completely. Feigned death by iFox. And Nihilus just charging in, almost has him there. Oh my goodness, almost ran into that freezing trap. So close. Actually so close. Dude, that Earnless with a 4, dude. Pretty good. Pretty good. Wow, I didn't realize that. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Yo, boys, that was a long one, dude. 21 minutes? You're kidding me, dude. You're kidding me. Oh my god. Alrighty, I think we gotta get Chicago or Lek in here versus Bald. I think it's Chicago, or I think it's Lek this time, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's Lek and Bald this time around. Yo, Lek, let me know when you're ready, my guy. We'll get you in here. 4 out of 5? Alright, man, we'll wait, Bald. Hate how static doesn't, yeah, that seems a little weird. Weird. It almost feels like it's not intended because I really don't think they intended for like, oh, static link is supposed to trap somebody in that totem, unless you stealth out of it, of course. Like I don't think I need a dev thought like, oh, unless you stealth out of it, yeah, let's program that in there. I think it's just they had an idea and maybe they're borrowing it from another ability to create that totem, and it just they didn't work out all the kinks. A flesh gets affected by damp, and all the covenant abilities should be less effective with higher damp because it's not fair to Necrolord players. I think the Sippy Cup also affects it. Yeah, I think Sippy Cup affects it. I think all the healing, like, what? The other guys don't have any heals. I think there's some soulbinds that have some small healing, but nothing crazy. I think it does affect it, though, Daedra. Could be wrong. No, I wouldn't want attacks to be dampened. That shield being dampened is the only thing that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Looking for a group, LFG. Yeah, if you guys want to join the LFG group for 5V5 1v1 DUELS, if you guys want to join in for the duels today on NA, player versus player, pre-made group, custom PvP, find a group, top number 5, enter, and you have yourself a group with Bald looking for a 5V5 1v1 DUELS with Dalaran Gami. And also we have alliance groups together with Lek as well as with Chicago. We're going to try to see if we can get Bald in here versus Lek. Otherwise, we'll see where it goes. See where it goes. Also, Kren, you got yourself another back piece? Dude, okay, Kren. Kren has got the mount. And then she's got a fourth back piece now. This one is more green. Dude, I got my first back piece today from the Maw, of course, yeah. I need to go to my alts and do that spectral chest every single day. That's the only way I'm going to get any appearances. Let me show you, boys, what I got. This thing, dude, look at it. Look at it. Oh, what are the other ones you can get, though? I know some you can go from Torghast once you can get to Adamant Vaults. Dude, look at these. Look at these. I want to get one of these too, dude. Or the skull one. The skull looks cool. Either this eyeball or the skull. I want to get any of these. I want to get one of these. These look awesome. But that backpack thing with the tombstone looking thing is also pretty cool. That's the one that I got today. It is pretty neat looking. I don't think it's. I think it is this one. Yeah, all these are world drops. Dude, you imagine getting this in red as event there? That will look sweet. Or even this, I would take the eyeball too. I think the skull looks better, but I'd take the eyeball. You know, 4 back pieces. Yeah, I got one. Only one. And I didn't even get the one with the skulls on the side. Huh. You know what I mean? Thanks only. Let's find a good one. No tanks, please. Tanks, no tanks. No thank you. Haha, get it? Yeah, looking for groups. I love you since for looking for a group. You guys are more than welcome to join. Viewers can join these duels anytime you want them. Mario 5 Rogue Feral. I think tanks should have. I think tanks should have to be able to be confident in the 1v1s that they can be cheesy or not. Ask them, can you 1v1 every class? Few can, but they can. I need like, well, the only way I let a tank in is if it's like a word of mouth or a really good friend that's trying to build that can guarantee me it. Either word of mouth or a friend. Like, that's the only way I can be able to. But I get kicked from the group. Dude, voltage? Did you? I don't know. You would have to ask the group lead. I'm not the one organizing them. Okay, did a duels tournament. Zalupchik. Zalupchik? Is that a Russian word? It sounds Russian. How do you get those? Back pieces? You go to Corsair, there's a spectral chest, but you have to find these 3 spectral keys. Or do Torghast until you can get the adamant bolts. Once you have that unlocked from the the Torghast talent thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, once you unlock the Torghast talent thing. Errolus wants to add you? Sure. Sure, it's... Yeah, Errolus, if you want to add me, my guy, it's Dalaran hashtag 1340. You try to add me already? Do you need to clean up the real ID to add ya? It's Dalaran hashtag 1340. Yeah, I'm well welcome to add me, man, if you want to make a group in the future. If you think you want to be joining this, because we're going to be doing this every Saturday on NA. So if you want to add me, more than welcome to my guy. Is that Errolus? Dexter? Is it Trickster? If it's Trickster, then I could add you. It's all community driven. This is a community driven effort, yeah. Community people are the ones that set up the duels. You put them up with G, you get people in, then we queue it up. Bald, ready to go. Yo, Lek, is Lek ready? Time to go eat, have a good stream. Okay, looks like Lek is gone. Perma, so we can get Bald versus Chicago, I guess, again. We can do that. Because Lek, I think, is gone. Unless somebody on Team Lek... Actually, maybe... No, I think that's what it is. Lek is gone, so then they got trying to add me. Trickster, Airless Trickster. Okay, good, gotcha. Are you taking over for Lek's team? If you're taking over for Lek's team, then I need to queue you versus Bald then. And that'll work out fine. Podcast for Challenge PvP? For this season, I think it's too early to tell. I think every class is going to be good. Like, every class is going to be fine. It all depends what spec you play. You know what I mean? Airless is with me? Oh, okay. It works out. Oh, cool. Yo, this is the person that made all the glasses that got added in the WoW. And I guess that was like their senior prop artist, Ashley Warner. And I guess they made these as like an idea of like what the glasses would look like on all the races. Dude, all these look pretty cool. Wait, they have these that are tinted, that are low-end glasses? How do you get those? I don't think those are in the game. Tinted, that are like half glasses. Not the full, like full rim. Like these are in the game, but they're a lot darker. These, actually these are kind of close, aren't they? They're basically the same. These are in, these! Dude, how do you get those? We have these, but we don't have these, I don't think, the shaded ones. Well, those just never added? Some of these combos look really, really cool, by the way. The add that extra. You know what I mean? Did we never get those? Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna do Bald and Chicago then. I think Team Lek is gone. It's so funny on a Demon Hunter because I have an eye patch, like, you know, I have an eye cover and I'm wearing glasses. Like it's worthless. Like, look at these, dude. Yeah, we don't have the half glasses that are like, we have the pink ones. but we don't have like shaded with the shaded version. But these. Dude, should I do this? Should I put this as a mog? Hold on, hold on. I think I'm gonna put this in a mog. What is this? Hold on. The stupidest glasses I can't find. Yes. The new back piece. Yo, this D100 is beautiful, dude. Why? Why is that a thing? Yeah, guys, you know, just wearing glasses, you know, blind is a bad, but I'm wearing some glasses. Don't worry. Oh my god, he looks angry too. That mask on his face, like it seeps through the glasses and makes him look angry. That is a cool tombstone though. That looks cooler than expected. I like it. I wish like the chains on the side dangled, but you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Oh man, alrighty, let's do this. Bald in Chicago. I got you in next, boys. Wait, no, Chicago and Lek. We gotta go to Bald. I think Team Lek is fell apart though, which is unfortunate. But it's okay. How do I queue on Horde? I don't see you on. You gotta look for LFG group. I think Bald already has a 5-man ready to go. You know what I mean? But that's what you gotta do, boys. They do a specific item level? Not really. Not really. Not really. Anybody and everybody's welcome. Just know that you're probably gonna be playing against some gear dudes as well. Alright, please, we're in a group. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna requeue then. I'm gonna requeue. Bald. Here we go. Chicago and Bald. I might have messed it up, so we might have to requeue a couple times. Dude, why do I find these glasses like so funny? In comparison to the expansions, how Shadowlands is going. You know what? I think Shadowlands is an exceptionally cool start. Everybody were having fun with it. It's just a long time to wait for patch 9.1. It took a long while. This patch should have come out early, which I don't know why they had the delay, but it's okay. I think it's okay. You know, I think it's okay. I'm having a lot of fun. My sleep schedule is ruined all over again with 9.1. I'm doing a lot of, man. I'm doing a lot in this patch. Okay, we're gonna re-invite Chicago and Bald. It's probably gonna break, but it's okay. We'll get a queue again. We're gonna queue again, don't worry. God, less power so far at the end. The last one? What do you mean? In my mind, I keep thinking that it put time into a tank per se should be able to compete. We saw a bearer tank do 3100 should be design principle, I would say. We saw a bearer tank to 3100. Well, he also played with like a DPS and it was something cheesy, wasn't it? Yeah, with tanks, I don't know. Tanks just not getting balanced well in PvP. Plus, also from a viewer perspective, viewers just wouldn't. This is kind of how I run my duels. I try to make the rules for duels something that will be fun to watch. If it's boring and nobody gives a shit, I don't want to put it on screen. And most people find tanks a snore fest, like an actual just. Like, I feel like a dreadlord comes over and you just go, sleep now. And you just fall asleep. Never to come back. And you wake up in freaking Final Fantasy and like, how the hell did I get here? And now you just have to find a way out. And you realize you're a Warrior of the Crystal. And then you're like, wait, I'm a Warrior of the Crystal. Sounds like the plot to Battle for Azeroth, where we're literally warrior of a fucking crystal called Azeroth that's in the goddamn ground. And for some reason, we have to farm it. I'm sorry, I'm going on a tangent. But I just find it boring, is what I was trying to say. And I think viewers also find it pretty boring. I think the only people that have fun with it are tanks that are going to cheese it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm ordering also food. Because nobody cooked dinner, so I'm just getting that taken care of right now while we're waiting. Monkey W. Sorry. Azerite. It gets me. Oh my god. Magna, I never want to hear your ass again. And also funny, I was talking to a friend of mine who literally that's the plot point of Final Fantasy, where they were literally like they farm these crystals and they're warriors of the crystal, and I'm like, the only thing that's missing is to talk to like a celestial being that's made of like crystals that tells them they gotta do it to save the world, because there are people farming these crystals. Turns out that's partially true. And every time now I think of Battle for Azeroth, I'm like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Me and Kran did some islands, and I was like, Jesus Christ, how was this content? Sorry. Residual BFA. Ticks. You know what I mean? I'm totally stable, genius. Bald in Chicago, we're re-queuing right now. Hopefully it worked. Thank you. And thank you so much for not giving me Toveron. A2 and A2 fun. No, I agree with you. Yeah, A2 and A2 fun was actually pretty fun. Like, Battle for Azeroth was improved after patch A2. And even A3 was like, I mean, corruption was silly. And it had a little bit of fun until it became like, okay, it literally plays the game for you. There was a bit of fun. I'm not going to disagree. I still would say BFA was better than WoD, in my opinion. My guild leader disagrees. He liked WoD a lot. They were top 20. I didn't like WoD. And everybody I knew at the time didn't like WoD either. But hey, we got opinions, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I guess WoD is better than BFA in the fact that WoD at least didn't have bar power. But also that's when they started like pruning the game, and also garrisons were not fun. I do like mission tables, but I don't think like garrisons and replacing professions was like good in the long run. That's just me though. But I don't hate WoD as much as I used to. Like, if somebody likes WoD, I understand why they would. Switch. What about 5v5s? Yeah, man, we're doing some 5v5s. Eric Powell, how you doing, my man? We got ourselves Team 2 together with Ezra and Ezra Rogue. We got ourselves Cred O'Reilly with Ori in the back, chilling. We got skills, and looks like first up is going to be Ungodly Boner. He's an undead. Oh my goodness, he is an undead. Perfect name, dude. Ungodly. I love your name, dude. A big fan already. Playing the Necrolord Frost DK. I like it. Yo, because I'm going to tell Ori to be out of stealth unless he's... Actually, yeah, Ori's fine. Ori can be in stealth. He's a boomy. He's not a feral druid. He doesn't give any kind of buffs like that. Ungodly rolling in versus Ori, though. I mean, versus iFox. I got my names all mixed up. Stunned by iFox, though, as Ungodly. Not taking the most damage. Looks like iFox actually pulling the pet back, just throwing grenades, going for the kill shots, letting the dodge do work. And Ungodly is just going to have a big go versus iFox. Is going to get that chain of ice in there. Needs to go for some kind of like a stunned go versus iFox at some point. Catching up. And that's going to be Freezing Trap. Stopping and trinkets out of it. Is he going to go for a stun? Doing quite a bit of damage to iFox. Not going for like a lockdown with a stun or anything. Big rip. Massive obliterate to follow up with a grippy hand. Is going to keep iFox in place. It's going to be a turtle shell. Manic bandage to follow. And Ungodly better be looking out for his own health a little bit here. Might to AMS this next go by iFox, especially with the shadow damage behind it. Stun onto iFox has a trigger for it. And it's going to be Ungodly in a really bad situation. Might to go for heals. It looks like the kill shots go through. He was pretty tanky there, wasn't he? What is Chicago doing? Chicago is running the Ungodly Boner. Chicago, please calm yourselves. This isn't Moonguard. This isn't Goldshire. What are you doing? Chicago, can we be modest here? Just a little modest? Why? Why? Do they know each other? For all you know, they know each other, dude. Okay. Oh man. Gonna be iFox versus Skills. Skills already taking a bit of a beating with those nades. Fear onto the Hunter is gonna go for the Warbreaker. Blade Storm needs to catch up to iFox. Even those skill shots. Gonna go for the parry as well as the Rallying Cry. Every defensive he's gonna use. Kind of committing a lot here with the trinket out of that stun. Storm Bolter iFox. Not a lot of health left. Wait, his dots. Oh, he has no health at all. What is going on? Is his Rallying Cry like a short Rallying Cry or something? Oh my goodness. And that nade just kind of domed the man. Alright, iFox doing pretty good. Ezra running out as a sub-rogue. Ooh, I love the helm and I love the transmog. You look like, you know what you look like? You look like the guy from, you look like a character from Bloodborne series. That looks sick. Look at those eyes, dude. This man looks menacing. He's got a sword in his office. He does look like a Bloodborne character. He's got a big sword and a dagger in the main hand. That is cool looking. Cheap shot onto iFox, going for the Shadow Strikes. Swap it to the pet. I didn't think he meant to. Trinkets out of the Freezing Trap. It looks like iFox is going to try to see if he can bail out of there. It's going to be the Rogue chasing after him. Ezra with that evasion. iFox does not have a Turtle Shell anymore. Might to go for another Freezing Trap at some point. Shadow Melt for a second. Needs to find a way to peel this Rogue off of him. It's going to be Feign Death for a second. But the Rogue finds him stunned right after. And iFox just seems himself he has a little bit extra survivability. It looks like he's got himself Exhilaration rolling, maybe a camo to follow. Does get the camo. Does the pet have any dots on it? He doesn't. Ezra looking to see if he can Shuriken Tornado him out, Shuriken Storm him out. He's going to be Hunter's Mark on the Rogue. Does not have a Cloak of Shadows to get a reset anymore. So the Hunter should be able to get the opener. Catching up on a lot of health while in camo. And the Rogue is in stealth, but the Hunter knows exactly where he's at. The Hunter's Mark is on him. Hitting him with that Flayed Shot in the opener is going to leave some traps ready for him. The Rogue close enough to get that cheap shot and get into some Visceral Shadow Strikes. Getting it to follow that stun. Getting more of the Shadow Strikes with the Flesh Cut to follow. Going to be a quick muzzle out of iFox, but probably should be looking for that survivability. As Ezra just got the trucking damage, he just continuing to pound damage into iFox. And iFox does have a Trinket for the Freezing Trap. Ezra does not have a Trinket himself, so this is actually the perfect turnaround for iFox, but no more Trinket. Next unlock could be really bad, unless Ezra just doesn't have the calm points. Did he kidney shot iFox? I don't know if he was able to. But that chakram as iFox bails out with a disengage, taking the Rogue out. Man, that Rogue actually had, I think, the win. I think he actually had the advantage there too. Parry off from Credore. Really early parry. As he's going to Trinket out of the Freezing Trap with the fear onto iFox, keeping him by himself. Avatar getting procced up. Is it playing Avatar? Or is he playing like Tormented King's Legendary? Stun onto Credore as a Reflect is up. Finally, iFox able to get some damage in, and it's going to bail out, kiting around Cray. Dorai is playing the Tormented King's Legendary, so that's what it seems like. He's getting freebie Avatar from it. Double Avatar, double Blaze Storm too. Catching up to iFox, but doesn't have a free Trinket anymore. At no health. Dude, it's just over. It's just over. Oh, man. That Rallying Cry just fell off. So far, iFox has had a pretty easy run, though. That Rogue was a bit of a menace. But the Warriors, not the... Definitely, I think a Hunter has an advantage over Warriors 1. Armor's Warrior for duels. I mean, not much you can do. It looks like Ori is going to take down iFox out. Got them dots rolling. iFox got himself Exhilaration. Does have a turtle shield. Carpeting over to Ori. Big roar by Ori with a War Stomp right after. Does he have enough damage to follow up? iFox is going to go for Feign Death, removing some of those dots. And that's going to be Ori. Perfect opportunity for him to get some dots rolling back onto the Hunter. Cat form, Desana staying next to iFox, just uses a little bit of dots and he'll be a-okay. It looks like iFox does melt down after a bit. I don't know if that was a Battlemaster Trinket falling off of the iFox or whatnot. Lorna is going to be up next. Ori does have a Thorns ready, almost knocking Lorna out in the open with a Typhoon. Very interesting. Ori is going to have to hold the fort though for his team as the last man standing. Boomy on team 2 versus the rest of the team. Gotta be interesting how that goes. Lorna chilling out by the tombstone. But so far it's a stealthy duel between the two. At least for the time being. And one of them is gonna have to pick up the eyes at some point. Watt had a better class design, and since we're all experiencing the game through a class of specs, it says the mindset better. I think Mop had a better class design. At least for PvP, much better class design. I think Watt was a step backwards. It was the prune. I don't think you could say WoD had better class design. I mean, I guess maybe versus current expansion or like BFA or Legion, but it was a step back from MOP. I think there's a better class design. MOP was a better one, for sure. Can partially agree, Daedra. But if you're going to talk about class design, I think MOP is a much better example. Oh, maybe in TBC, even the pre-Kata stuff was an interesting idea. Going to be an opener by Lorna. Ori Trinket out immediately. Roar into Lorna with a Cyclone. Not going to get a Trinket out of Lorna though. But Ori is able to at least get a couple rats, get himself the Eclipse rolling. That's going to be quite a bit of damage. The Pharaoh leaping in. That's going to be Necrolord for Necrolord. Ori has Lorna out in the open. Is going to go for the big Celestial Alignment. Trying to go for damage. Leaping after Lorna in cat form just to catch back up. Thorns are up and Lorna is under quite a lot of pressure right now. Still trying to see if he can escape away from Ori. Ori also taking a little bit of dot damage as well, but more focused on doing damage himself. Lorna going to catch up on a regrowth with a couple rejuves, and Ori doing exactly the same thing. Celestial Element is gone. Lorna still has cooldowns of their own, though, so they could go for some CDs. Quick Cyclone by Ori. Ooh, he's playing out the new talent. He almost has the Instacast Cyclones, actually. Or basically Instacast. So basically, Ori, every time he gets hit, he has a chance to activate Allocate Frenzy, which makes his Starfire Instacast. But if he gets two Allocate Frenzy stacks with the on talent that he's running, he can make his Cyclone either Instacast or almost Instacast, which is what we just saw. Which is really, really cool. Gonna be that silence onto Lorna. It's gonna be a bash by the Feral. Got himself full bleeds up and running. Cyclone really quick for Ori. Sneaking in those Cyclones. Very well done. The bleeds are gonna roll him though. And he's gonna get himself a bit of that frenzy region. Ori without a bar skin is gonna be pretty rough here. Another Cyclone onto Lorna. Those quick Cyclones are looking so juicy though. Oh my goodness. Big roar onto Lorna with a Cyclone right after. Trying to go for a Hibernate. Lorna not really doing anything crazy to disrupt the Hibernate. Maim onto Ori. Does he have the go? Hey, this could be it right here. Does he have the setup? Ori with the Thorns. Big Cyclone onto Lorna. Short Cyclone. It's going to be a bar skin for Ori. Does he get any kind of healing? I think while in bear form he does. Frenzy regen, and I think when the Fleshcraft falls apart, got himself a stun while Fleshcraft is up. Very interesting. I think bar skin falling off. Does he give him Frenzy regen? It doesn't. Going to be a Hibernate. Lorna doesn't shift it. So actually Ori got himself full CC and got himself regrowths. Oh my goodness. So far, Ori has been taking a little bit of pressure from the Feral Druid. This is Necrolord Feral. It is pretty rough matchup to deal with. Those bleeds are pretty brutal. And Ori is going to try to see if he can trick it out of this. War Sub Cyclone into Lorna again. It is not DR'd anymore. He does get a full Cyclone in there. Does get a pretty good clone in there. Regrowths available, and Lorna looking for a big old leap. Opener onto Ori. Trying to get some damage in. Thorns is up. This is where Lorna is going to back up for a minute. Ori got himself full Thorns ready to go. But he is actually a little bit behind on health. Only 31% dampening. Another reopener by Lorna. Getting those stuns. That's going to be a Necrolord Swarm on there with a Feral Frenzy. Has a Tiger's Fury if he wants to use it. But looks like Ori is just going to survive this damage for a little bit. Try to go for the quick clones. Or Lorna does have a chicken finally. Are they going to use it? Using it right here. Trying to see if he can end the duel. Bash by Ori. Hibernate onto Lorna. Shifting it. And that's going to be back at that count from Ori. Does he survive it or does he go down? Looks like he went for a bow. A graceful bow by this druid. He knew what happened. He realized, you know what? It's a good duel. He went for a bow when he was like, you know what? He knew when the checkmate hit. That was such a graceful bow. I love this guy. I love Ori. You know what? I know iFox just had himself a hell of a game. I know it was a really clutch when the Feral won that. But I really like the cut of his jib. That was a really graceful loss. This man plays well, and I love that. I love that. Oh my goodness, boys. That was such a good way to do it, dude. Oh, I love that. Ori, my favorite boomy. Actually, my favorite boomy. Don't tell Pelcher that. Don't tell Pelcher that. God forbid Pelcher hears me say that out loud. Or Crooked Paws on EU. Or Tretty. Oh no, don't tell Tretty. He's my favorite boomy NA. How does that sound? We're talking about bad X-Specs. So in the basket we have WAD, BFA, Shadowlands. In between those three, WAD had a better class design. I don't know. I mean, if you wanted to, it's not that much better, in my opinion. Not that much better. Not that much better. I think some of the, I guess we can compare class by class, right? I like Outlaw Rogue over Combat. I think this version of Assassination... Did the other Assassin even run Slice and Dice? It's very similar. The Rogues are very similar, except Death and DFA was a thing in WAD. But also Rogues had a cheesy Vanish 5 combo point opener with 100% crit. Cheese. Mages, were they better in WAD? Because the current mages are Legion mages. Also, we were missing out. You're taking WAD, BFA, Shadowlands. If you're going to use new expansions, you also got to add Legion. Because basically, Shadowlands mage is Legion mage. Because they didn't change. They weren't really mages of BFA. They were mages of Legion. Because the artifact weapon really forged them. Yeah, I guess I need to see WAD PvE guides. Is there any WAD PvE guides? I want to see some of those classes from WAD PvE guides. WoW WAD PvE guides. Is there any archived PvE guides for WAD? Hold on. Icy Veins. Class guides archives. Do they have archives of WAD? Archive Icy Veins. Old Icy Vein stuff. Is there Icy Vein stuff? WoD beta keys trivia, WoD beta quiz. Does IC Events have like WoD archived guides? Wowhead. Class guides archives. Guides miscellaneous archive. Oh, they do have that. Is it like class guides? There's one for MOP. They have guides. I want to see some of the guides of WoD because it's been so long. There's a Shadowlands guide for Fire Mage archive. Guides. Did I just do like a class? Character customization. Expansions content. Classes. Okay, let's take a look at the Mage of WoD, I guess. Fire. Gotta find the archive of this thing. User guides. Venthyr, Nightfey Mage. Let's go to the last. Wait, that's it? Shadowlands pre-patch. I guess they don't keep this anymore, do they? I don't think they keep this anymore. Can we find WoW Warlords of Draenor class guides? Because I know there's some guides. There's definitely. So there's updates to like the gear, but it's not a guide. Talks about like certain spell effects, but it doesn't really talk about guides. Ability pruning. Yeah. Yeah, they had stuff like Unstable Magic as a talent, Nether Tempest Living Bomb all separated. I was better when they had Nether Tempest Living Bomb and like the what is it called? I don't even have the spell anymore. What is it? The Ice Bomb. All those were really cool in MOP. When they started separating, that's where it became garbage. That's what was pretty much garbaggio. There's the spells that aren't found. So what did they do? Icy Veins, Char Glyph. Cause Icy Veins to provide multi-strike? That's also another useless stat. Multi-strike was a terrible stat. Like, if multi-strike was that good of a stat, I'm pretty sure it would have made it into future expansions, but it was just a convoluted stat of like, it's kind of like a crit, but not really like a crit, but it's managed differently in PvP, but it's also managed different in PvE, and also certain classes and abilities can't proc multi-stat. Multi-strike. It's like a second crit. Except, I don't know if multi-strike even worked for, like, healing. Maybe it did. Yeah, it was so confusing. Does anybody remember how it worked? I mean, maybe there was, like, some big brain play where multi-strike could be used as a legitimate stat, but isn't multi-strike the reason why Shamans was bad, too? Wouldn't, like, a lot of the spells work of multi-strike? And they basically were like, we don't want that stat at all. We're just gonna stack, like, versatility. Because that's literally our best stat, because Shaman was like super undergeared, underpowered. Because again, I'm pretty sure it was like, hey, unless I'm remembering wrong, I'm pretty sure it was like, hey, you want Monster Strike, it's your best stat, you gotta build as a proc off it, and you're like, I don't want to use it, do I have to? Yeah, I can't find any actual like class guides from WoD. I can see the class changes from WoD, but no one tracks it. Worlds of Draenor class guides from 10-ton Hammer. Wait, do they have one here? Oh, we got some class guides from Warlords. Oh, that's cool. Hold on, we actually got him. Wait, these kind of suck. It's just blood mallet links for stuff. It's not even like the rotation. Yeah, look, that's all I can see from like a Warlord's class guide. Centon Hammer. Yeah, blood mallet sims. Wait, essences? Battle for Azeroth. It said like Centon Hammer. Dots and Warlords of Draenor. Am I wrong on that? Am I dumb? Wiki Archive Fandom. Wait, ability Will of Malfurion? Did druids really have that? Targets all enemies within 60 yards, accelerates the caster's Moonfire and Sunfire effects, causes them to deal damage 100% of the normal rate. Wait, what? Will of Malfurion passive? Thrash spreads Rake? Wait, was this a thing? Wait, is this a real? Wait, was this in WoD? Will of Malfurion. It looks like Death Knight. What are these things? Overview, Death Knight. It shows level 100 talent. Was those level 100 talents Defile, Necrotic Plague, and Breath of Zagosa? I think Necrotic Plague sounds about right. Yeah, Powerful Disease. They basically replace your dots. And it will stack up. Yeah. Will of Malfurion, though, really? Touch of Elune and Might of Malorn. Really? Thrash spreads Rake. That's kind of neat, actually. Passive increases your armor by 200% agility. Boring. Genesis now all extends rejuvenation 1 second hastening. Bolus shot. Wait, what is this thing? Fires a bowl at the target, which wraps around them. For 1 second, it explodes. Basically, like a slow explosive shot with a slow. Mage with focusing crystal. Falling stars. Launches arcane orb forward. Mage's position. Calls for a meteor. Calls 7 icy events. Okay, yeah. All right. This is basically interesting. Divine Conviction, Power of the Void, Rogue, Death from Above, Shadow Reflection, Master Basics. What is this? When you strike with an auto attack, you gain additional calm points on a target. That was an honor talent. Oh, PvP talent now. Shadow Reflection, remember, that thing was cheese, dude. Yeah, if you think like WoD had good class design, you don't remember the 12-second stun from Rogues. You literally don't remember the 12-second stun from Rogues. You literally do not remember when Rogues had a 12-second stun of like an 8-second stun into a 4-second stun. You literally do not remember the bleed that it put up on you either. You literally just don't remember it. Because this thing was cheesy. Like, I played Rogue and like I took advantage of it, but it was really cheesy. Or Death from Above. This thing did so much damage. So much damage. You vanish, got 5 comp points DFA. Mark for Death, or you're gonna vanish. No, Mark for that DFA into a Vanish Eviscerate. God, it was such a good combo. And if you crit, I think that Vanish even gave it a crit. When you vanish on your way down, it counted as a crit. Rainstorm, Storm Elemental Totem, Reach Elements. Man. Blade Barrier, Ravager, Extreme Measures. Demonic Servitude. Isn't that why they had different demons? To maintain control over greater demons. It basically made it so instead of having 4 demons, you had 2 good ones. Mostly 1 good one. 1 for AoE, 1 for single target bosses. You actually just killed the amount of demons you had. Cataclysm. Chaotic Resources. Grants a Soulburn empowerment to your Haunt spell. Your Haunt also grants you increased PR damage for 30 seconds. That's pretty cool. Or Touch of Chaos no longer causes Demonic Fury. Instead generates Demonic Fury. But Metamorphosis provides 30% less cast. I don't remember Demonology Warlock with WoD at all. Maybe that was actually a spec that was kind of difficult to play. Considering configure deal more damage. Less damage, but generate more resources for more Chaos Bolts. That's a cool talent. Watch WoD guides on YouTube? Dude, yeah, I might need to go watch some WoD guides on YouTube, see how classes played. But weren't it like a convoluted mess back then? Because I remember like playing my Rogue and was like, Rogue was kind of okay. Sub-Rogue was actually playable for PvE because of Multi-Strike, which was as a stat to begin with, but it worked. Maybe I'm remembering all wrong, dude, but I played a lot of WoD. I streamed a hell of a lot of WoD. And I remember everybody in the mother complained about it, and I was there with them. I was like, dude, yo, boys, it's WoD. I know it's not super fun. Like, the next bench is gonna be good. You know, I was on copium, dude. I was on freaking copium. The most fun I had is memeing with Tirga at the time, Izabumi I played with. But these are some cool talents, though. I don't like. I would be okay if they were to bring some of these things back. Like that chaotic resources seems interesting. I didn't like demonic servitude though. I didn't like it that much because it basically made like, oh, you have 4 pets that have equal uses, so like you have 2 pets that have equal uses. You just wouldn't run in PvP if you were gonna try Shivara for like knockback. Actually, would you? I don't think even would run it if you sacrifice a pet. I don't think it would run demonic servitude with sacrifice a pet because the damage you would gain is not worth. I could be wrong. Maybe at some point in the patch they fixed it, but I'm pretty sure that was the early version. You either ran with a demon or you didn't run a demon. Chi explosion. Did they remove it? Oh, this thing, yeah. Consumes up to 4 chi to cause the target to explode with 4 chi energy. Yeah, so they could do 2 chi, 3 chi, or 4 chi to give you different debuffs. The damage also hits all aimers within 8 yards, so you basically wanted a 3 chi or a 2 chi. That is crazy. Yeah, I remember that with monks, dude. Man. That's crazy. Vital connection, Serene Mist. What does Serene Mist do? For Windwalker, enter a state of mental physical serenity. Oh, serenity. It's serenity. It's serenity. But it was a 1.5 minute city instead of the 1 minute city in Legion. I remember there was a monk that used to come to the duels complained about all the time. Vital connections. Unleash your rapid series of kicks. Oh, Whirling Dragon Punch. That's what this is. Yeah, so it's basically this row that we currently have with Whirling Dragon Punch. Wasn't this in Legion 2 though? Man. Man. Motorcycle was great for enhancement of Destro. I just remember everybody around me, and that's mostly PvPers, saying how useless Multi-Strike is. And I remember people complaining about it on the forums about Shamans, like, Blizzard, you ruined Shaman because of Multi-Strike. We literally have to strike versatility because there's no good stat for us. Because you keep making us all about Multi-Strike, and it sucks. If it was a pain in the butt when you tried to capture point, it was perfect pet with a task. Yeah, but that's all he did is just a bit of AoE, right? He just kept you warm. I don't remember those pets being like... I remember that being like Infernal for AoE. The other guy for single target. And that's it. It basically just... It made it sort of like you got an interrupt pet, you got a dispel pet, you got a pet with a knockback, you got a pet that's a void walker with some AoE. It was basically like, forget about it. You have 2 pets. Go. Maybe they were right. Didn't they, the Doom Lord guy, didn't he have like a slow and an interrupt? I guess it's pretty good, right? With a slow and an interrupt. Yeah, it's been so long. I remember focusing Crystal. Like, people kind of liked it. It was so cheesy, though. So cheesy. Like, an Archmage would just blast into it. And there was this one boss in the last raid of WoD where he would just bring a bunch of mages with this one trinket that gave me... I think it was like... I think it's a trinket that gave you crit, and you could snapshot it. I think it was the last time snapshotting was gone from the game. But a bunch of arcade mages could just blast this crystal and make a boss fight from like a 2-hour boss fight into like a 10-minute boss fight. No. 30-second, 40-second boss fight is what I meant to say. 2 minute. What am I talking about? Snipe? Yo, snipe. Where's that at? Careful, line up a shot that doesn't try and 60 focus. Replace the steady shot on Cobra shot. Was that good? Refresh the Serpent Sting, trigger steady focus, refresh the Serpent Sting. Was this good? It's been so long. I'm going like a memory trip, dude, with or without you. So, Beast Mastery, versatility, increases the effect of your pet's combat experience, yeah. So it makes your pet stronger and gives them the passives. For Marksman, you get Lone Wolf, so you do 30% more damage when you don't have a pet. That's a lot. A survival, same thing for Survival. Didn't Survival actually run this with or without you? No, they didn't. No, they didn't. You know what they ran? No, where is it? Oh, it's not on this row then. It's not on a 100 row. But they ran the elemental ammo. Oh my god, that thing was so stupid. Elemental ammo was so silly. It just gave you like fire arrows, which exploded for AoE, or serpent arrows, which is great single target damage, or frost arrows that constantly slowed you. God, it was the worst for PvP. Who thought it was a good idea just to give the auto text a passive slow? It literally was like, what? Wait, I get hit by black arrow with explosive shot, serpent sting, and I'm just rotting down, and I'm trying to walk up to this guy. Imagine being a warrior, and you're like 40 yards away getting blasted with autos that slow you. Ah. What sucks more is when all the abilities cost mana and you go during basic rotation, cough, start my life, cough. Yeah, true. Yeah, that is an older design of Shaman. Was that like that in WoD, mana-wise? Was that like that in WoD, mana? It was a thing? Or was it Maelstrom by then? Yeah, like TBC is a mana heavy, but I feel like TBC, like eventually, like I got my Shaman to the point right now with the talents where I do have enough mana for stuff. So like that's an older design that focus on that resource rather than the current resource system. It's just a different game. Man, this was a nice trip down the memory lane. What's the one conviction? I have so many tabs open. My PC is gonna be like tabs on Chrome, losing RAM. Beacon of Light target draws like 30. Uses the Grand Danger Alperator Shield. That's made into the game. That's a talent. Holy Shield increases the block chance. I think that's also a talent. Maybe it was at some point. Final Verdict. Oh, that's a legendary. Oh, okay. Cool. 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 I don't mind them coming back as a Legas and stuff. Physical Holy Light causing you to... Is this Seraphim? No. All damage dealt fills you with Holy Light, causing you to gain Faith equal to all damage dealt. Faith acts as spell power toward your next healing spell you cast. While Seal of Faith is active, all damage dealt is increased by 30. So you ran Seal of Faith? Wasn't that like a heal? Interesting. That's a cool idea. Back when Seal of Faith was a thing. Is this Seraphim? Beacon of Light cannot be placed into targets or use protected red. Your seals cause your judgment to empower you with additional beneficial effects. I like this one actually. Movement speed with justice. Heals you for 30% in maximum with 2 seconds for 20 seconds. Increase attack speed by 10 seconds. Attack power. That's pretty cool actually. The Righteous. That's what the last time you had seal twisting, I think. That is pretty cool as an idea. I don't know if they will bring seals back, but man. Power of the Void, Spiritual Guidance. I want to see these priest ones though. Shields the target will absorb projection, absorbing damage over 30 seconds, replaces greater heal. Okay. Replaces a greater heal. Okay. I remember this thing. Direct shadow damage plus of additional 40% damage. Mind Spike reduces the cooldown on Mind Blast. Oh yeah, they had that Mind Spike build. Oh, that was stupid. You basically would just use Mind Spikes. Though there's a build where you could just spam Mind Spikes, which is like this bursty build. But it was like, it didn't feel fitting like the original Mind Spikes. It didn't feel fitting. It was like a build where you just kind of spam Mind Spikes and then you would go into Void form, do your thing while dots are up, and then you're back to Mind Spike spam. It was weird. Void Shift has no cooldown, but it can also be cast on allies with less health than you, no longer heals. Void Shift. Oh. Oh. Oh, you can give your allies your health. That's pretty cool, actually. That's pretty strong. Because you have to shot ropes to deal X amount of damage every 3 seconds to 6 seconds. Oh, yeah, that extra long dot. I remember. Here's a friendly target 50% of maximum health, reduces your healing done to them by 10. Oh, yeah. They would like spam it. But you didn't want to spam Shadow Guardians too much, saving Grace, because you could like save an ally. Or your Shadow Purchase also grants you Shadow Orb when they deal damage. I think that was a better choice with Auspicious Spirits. Yeah, you can see all the tabs. What is RAM? I know, right? What is RAM? Dude. No WoD guides though, man. No WoD guides though, but that was an interesting go. I do need to look at some of the WoD PvE guides though, see how classes played. I do need to take a look at that myself. Is there a team in the open slot? I don't think so, 80. It's about 7:35. I think we're going to be calling it here, boys. It's about that time, man. We did a lot of duels, or as many duels as we could. Be here Saturday next week for duels, man. One of the princes is going to be decked out. Are you getting some gear on that guy? Let's go, dude. Let's go. Yo, get that new gear, or Honor gear, or Conquest gear. Either way, man. You know what I mean? Catch up on the gear. All of it helps. Anyway, boys, thank you so much for coming by. Appreciate all of you so much watching. Super fun hanging out with you all in duels. Next week, Friday for EU, Saturday for NA. Do this weekly. You guys are more than welcome to join anytime. Miss Long Arm of the Law? Yeah, dude. The long dick of the law coming for you. That's what Paladins had, man. They're just charging at you. That was pretty cool. I did give him that. That was pretty cool. I wonder if that'll ever come back. I think you'll need to maybe tweak Paladin damage a little to give him mobility. Because right now Paladins have insane damage, but they can't always be on a target. So if you tweak that a little, like between a horse and between the Hand of Freedom, if you tweak like give him more mobility but less burst damage, more sustained damage, I feel like it'll be like a fair swap. But thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate all of you. You guys have a good one. I'll see you boys in the next stream. Alrighty. Tomorrow, Sunday, day off for me, no stream. I'm just gonna chill. It's also 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, everybody who celebrates it, everybody that don't. You're welcome. Would have had the internet if America wasn't here, you know what I mean? I'm joking, I'm memeing. But yeah, thank you boys. Appreciate all of you. Yeah, see you on Monday. And then see you Tuesday for that seasonal stuff and the raid. The new raid will be out Tuesday. So that should be really fun. Alrighty boys, you take it easy. Peace.